So, where we left off last week, the vast majority of you are being thrown into cells in chains, with basically all of your equipment having been taken and tagged and removed from you. And you are each thrown into a cell.
Can I add a gag to my item sheet, or is that just equipped
your item sheet is non-existent. So.
The gag is basically the only item that you may still possess at this time.
Cool. I'll add it.
Yeah, so most of you are in jail, having been read a very extensive list of charges.
Do you mind recapping for Kim and for the
so
audience?
how did you even end up here? Because the last thing I remember is that we left.
Okay, so
we were
to recap what happened, you made your way down into the hidden stairway within the boiler works. You found the wizard's or the banished Izzet's lab. After a confrontation with him, he escaped. The lab was destroyed. And where we ended the previous session was you were looking around to decide if you were going to head back up the stairs and make your way out of the boiler works. Last week, then, what happened from there was that the group of you heard voices above, realized that there was a large group of Azorius with a few Boros and Izzet with them, coming this direction to search for what was going on. The group decided to look for other means of departure rather than to deal with the Azorius. You opened up the third laboratory that you had not been into as of that time, and you found a set of stairs going downward. You went down those stairs into a large chamber. You searched around that chamber and found a door that you decided not to go through, because when you opened the door, it burned horribly, as the danger signs on the door indicated that it would. You then heard the Azorius coming down to this level, obviously having heard your group, and decided to greet the Azorius by summoning a imp and a giant spider and attacking them as they came. Sorry, a giant scorpion, and attacking them as they came down the stairs.
And 4 of them fell on ball bearings down the stairs. I'm just going to point that out.
They also
that was amazing.
The
major
were
victory.
Also trapped, yes.
I had set up a slight, with the help of Zederic, I had set up a slight way to slow them down, and then Jury just immediately summoned his cackler and attacked Zederic.
I mean,
after a conflict in which one of the Azorius was killed, you eventually realized there was no way out of here, and you were vastly outnumbered, and surrendered.
Well, Jury failed his hold person check.
Well, yeah.
And
most of the group surrendered. Jury continued trying to kill people.
Yep.
But eventually succumbed to hold person and was chained.
Yep. And I will say, Kim, your character did literally nothing.
Nothing.
He just walked forward, stood there, and then was in held person.
To be fair,
most useless son of a bitch ever.
To be fair, he got hit with hold person in the first round, failed his saves.
No, it's a
Um,
paladin who saved his
Wait,
fucking
how did I
save
manage to fail
fucking
a save?
4 times in a row.
I was the one rolling for you, Kim.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Because I had
rolling,
And we-
rolling
and-
3s and 4s.
Because yeah, that sounds about right. 'Cause I
Except
think
for
I
the
have
save.
I have +6 or +7 or something
Yeah,
stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
I
it's
was
fucking stupid.
rolling.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're like,
and
I think
it's a
you rolled
paladin
2 or 3
doing
ones
wisdom
on those
save.
saves.
Paladin doing wisdom save, and you failed 4 times in a row.
In fairness, I had barely any wisdom saves, just so you know.
but also
Yeah.
we was destroying the person who had the whole person concentration, like 1920s the entire time.
Yeah, yeah.
And they were
But,
making them.
but every other person we attacked or attacked with the save spell, like a 3 or a 4, every time. We just couldn't win.
Yeah.
The best moment was when Zederic tried to help Jury and instead tased
Yeah.
both himself and Jury.
Yeah, that was great.
Okay, chaos magic is great, besides when it isn't.
Yeah. So, yeah, tried to help and tased both of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what you missed last week, Kim. He's just speechless.
Yeah, I don't. Where do I start with this? What do I even say? So
You start in a cell.
Why?
you guys, Shoot.
Yeah, where do you start with this?
You start in
Stripped
a
down in a jail cell. That is where you start with this.
Yes. I approve.
Yeah, I would.
Right. Anyhow,
I heard.
we're stuck in a cell. We fucked up. Well, sorry, I wasn't here. You guys fucked up, and
No,
we're
Don't exclude yourself.
Jury.
from-
No, you can literally blame Jury for everything.
Even that, I mean, I'll back for,
Well, and
back
and
for
Zedric.
Okay, let's blame
All
Jury.
right, Mr. Lightning Bolt.
Hey, I was trying to help here, all right? And I did great. I killed a dude. So I mean, I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
So,
He just hangs a second.
All right.
so those of you who are in jail, you are all put in cells near each other, but all separate cells. And you are left there for a little while before anyone actually even comes around to start trying to take any statements or anything. When they do come through to take statements from you, what statement are you guys giving them?
I'm doing this against the bars.
That's really going to hurt your knuckles after a while.
No, I have
No,
They
you
didn't give
don't.
you anything to do that with.
ring.
Yeah, you don't even have that.
I'm literally probably gonna say the truth because I'm me, right?
So what is the truth as far
Yeah,
as you?
The truth is,
as
we
far
were
as you
hired
know?
by the guild pact to complete a job. We completed the job, and we found out who the bad guy was. During which we had to take measures that were considered by many disruptive or destructive, but it was the only way to get to the truth. Which, in fairness,
Then
is
why
my
did you
view.
run?
Huh?
Then why did you run?
Hey,
Because-
he only
because
gets one statement. He doesn't get
The
several
guild pact
statements.
needed our information as quickly as possible. Because there was no time to lose, because the guy had teleported away, so we needed to get to the guild pact in order to tell them what was going on before it went too far, before he was able to get
And
away.
when cornered, why did you ambush and attack?
So I wasn't
Right,
here,
law
Casey. I feel it's unfair for me to say that I would, because I wouldn't have. I would have literally stood in the corner and not done anything.
No, that's
Well,
exactly what you did.
That's exactly what your character
Yeah,
did.
so
Yeah.
that's gonna
But
be my answer.
your character is the one who spoke up, so they're asking you these follow-up questions.
So I'm gonna say I did not, and I did not want to either.
I'm
Then
just
you
taking a
wish
short
to-
rest down in the boiler works.
We're,
Yeah, you're
we're
still stuck
down
down there.
So would we the people in jail have a long rest, or were they like after like an hour they would have just started questioning?
You would have had time for a short rest, definitely, but not a long rest yet.
Sorry, I'm just picturing. I'm just. Sorry, what's the name of your character? Mulgar, just on top of one of the tanks, just pissing into a jar. Yes,
Sorry!
while like the cops are circling around, like, where is this guy? I thought there were more, and like maybe there weren't. Like, can I pee quietly? Stealth check for peeing.
How much do I regain on a short rest again? Is it 2 hit dice or?
Is it a short rest or long rest we have now?
Short.
Short
Oh
rest.
fucking god, we never have a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
You can spend. I believe it's up to half of your hit dice on a
Yeah.
short rest.
Yeah.
Well, for 5e raw, you can spend as many hit dice as you want per short
okay.
rest, but you only recover half
Right. Okay.
on a long rest.
Yeah, okay.
That's
Got it.
that's
Yeah.
raw.
There we go.
If Casey wants to do something different, it's up to him. I know.
No, I'm fine with that. I just didn't remember the
Yeah.
actual rule.
yeah,
So,
it's you
Half
can spend as
round
many
it
as you
down, I
want,
take it.
but you only recover
So
half.
you roll that many d8.
Yeah.
However many d8 you want to roll out of your hit dice, you can roll them to recover hit points.
So, I don't know if I've been damaged, to be honest. I don't think I do.
Fuck
It's
you.
just out of spell.
You were held most of the time. So
yeah, my character's showing no damage taken at the moment, so I don't know if
Yeah,
that's correct.
you.
I don't think you
weren't
took
shot
any. I
at.
think you were just stood there being held.
Yeah.
I know my armor class is wrong because it's so showing 37, so that sounds a bit high.
That's certainly high, yeah.
That helps.
I don't know why it's 37 though. I need to figure that out. But yeah,
So yeah, they do ask you after you say that you didn't do that. They actually ask if you wish to be charged separately than the remainder of your group. If you wish to claim innocence for some of the accusations.
yes.
Fucking traitor.
No, I'm not going down for something someone else has done. Now I'll stand for my own actions, but I'm not going down for someone else's action. That's not happening.
Oh yeah, jury would throw you all under the bus too. Don't worry.
Yeah, I know. We both would. It's
Yeah.
it's not fun.
Fucking paladins.
I'm gonna say it right now.
Ah.
We're gonna do that.
Basically, he at that point says that he'll have someone move you to a separate block, and they move on to take a statement from each of you. What do the rest of you tell them?
Dovin's going to tell them basically the same thing. When they ask him, why did you fight? My response is going to be, when Arachnos summoned the Cackler, I pretty much figured we were damned if we do, damned if we don't. We could at least try and cause a distraction to get around you. No one was intended to be killed. But, apparently the Guild Pact thought it was a great idea to send Arachnos on a mission where, things were supposed to go smoothly.
It's a guild.
And I even say, and I honestly believe and I even tell them, I honestly believe, had Necessus Ven, our employer, given us written instructions like he should have, most of this probably would have been solved. So I do believe that if we're going to be charged with anything, he should be charged as well.
Oh, wow.
He is our employer, and therefore he is partially
the
responsible for our
employer.
actions.
Wow. Ooh, throwing him on.
Roll me insight.
Sure.
Probably the one charging us.
Much better.
14.
You get the impression that this guy is a captain in the guard, so he should probably be familiar with ranking members of the Guild Pact. And you can tell by his expression that he does not recognize the name Narcissus Ven.
Oh shit! This is some Black Ops shit.
So what do you other guys say?
Well, Cedric says, You see, I had this theory about flesh and metal conductivity with electricity, and I tried to put it to the test, and I was successful. It was great. I mean, not so great for the test subject, of course, but I mean, all for the name of science.
He kind of looks over at the guy who's writing the notes. He says, "Just mark this one as insane."
Just too
Right.
good.
Who has not given a statement yet?
Jury.
Jury. What does jury say about this whole situation?
Oh, it just seemed like fun. I just wanted to have some fun. Oh,
Literally,
you know, the
I imagine-
screams of those police. Are they called police or are they called law mages? Or is
Well,
there
there
like
were-
a general term?
There were two groups there. There were law mages and there were arresters.
Right.
And it was one of the arresters that you killed.
Oh, the scream of that arrester. Oh, I do enjoy it. And like, I essentially want to make these people piss their pants.
Roll me intimidation. With disadvantage because you are currently stripped down behind bars.
A natural one! No!
Ooh.
It would have been a 27.
You don't have your helmet on, son. That's why.
I know.
They're
I
like,
I
oh,
look
he's
like
scary.
evil.
Oh, he's a pretty boy.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the fact that you are in a jail tunic behind bars kind of makes you a little bit less intimidating. You know, they're just like, okay, yeah, he's another one of those crazy clowns.
You're all going to Arkham.
I would excel there.
So a jury.
So as you are all being questioned, let's cut back to Malgar.
Yeah.
Malgar,
Don't
Yeah.
fuck this up.
what is your plan?
My
Sorry.
plan immediately is to, as I said, take a short rest while I consider my opportunities here and try to stay hidden while I try to overhear what the guards are talking about and how they're sort of organizing. I'm trying to like pick up on if
Okay.
they're talking to each other.
Give me 3 perception checks over the course of a bit of time here.
I love this. This is great. Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, with those rolls, you are able to find out quite a few things. You do know that there are 2 of them stationed in the room you're in, at the doorway.
Mhm.
You also know that they have 2 allies at the top of the stairs, and that there are 4 more at the secret door.
All right.
You also do hear a lot of commotion from the team of Is It, who are currently trying to put out the fire in the laboratory. You also do hear a lot of screaming coming from what you assume is dealing with the galvanize weird.
Yeah.
Smooth move on that one, by the way. Not letting that one go.
There's a guy in a tube. I break the tube.
Well, I mean, that was very.
As a
Nefarious.
Simic, you should know not to mess with guys' tubes.
Yeah. I was going to help him, you know. All right.
Only someone who actually understood what was going on had looked at that tube.
Yeah.
I also then find out that there is a larger team of Is It up in the main area who is basically siphoning off the poison cloud and sorting out the area around the tanks.
Okay.
So in order to get out of here, you'd have to get past 2 guys at the bottom of the stairs, 2 guys at the top of the stairs, a team of Izzet, 4 more guys, and then a larger team of Izzet.
Okay.
So a Tuesday.
Can I just roll stuff? No. No. I'm going to see if I can. Because they're stationed right at the bottom of the stairwell, outside the door.
They're stationed. Actually, here I can just do this. All right, you should now be able to see where they are.
Okay. Yeah. How are the walls here? Are they like completely clean, flat surfaces? Or do they have...
The walls are a mix of some areas which seem to be natural stone, a lot of areas which seem to be metal plating, and some areas which seem to have metal plate patches over the original plating.
Okay. Because I have a climb speed.
I will also say that the wall where the other door is appears to be much more reinforced than any of the others.
This one over there, with entrance to the that dangerous area. Or...
Correct. Yes. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So basically, I'm wondering how much I am able to climb on walls with climb speed, because I have that due to being a hybrid.
You would struggle here, just because a lot of it is smooth metal.
Yep.
You might be able to find some grip on some of the metal plating, but you'd be hitting against metal, so it would not be quiet. And the ceiling in here is about 15 feet high, and then ending in a domed metal ceiling.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I don't have that much stuff. So, not too many tools at my disposal, but I'm going to try and stay as hidden as I can and try and move a bit closer to over there.
Okay, roll me stealth.
Okay. Stealth. That's
That's a natural 20. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was never seen again.
These 2 guards certainly have not seen you.
You do some Spider-Man shit. Good.
Yeah. Because I'm going to take. Let's see. Are there any loose, like sort of bolts or screws somewhere around here?
There are none that are off of the machines, but there are a few that, looking around, you think you could probably unscrew fairly easily.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay.
This is not a good plan, probably. But...
how many bolts are you unscrewing?
Just 2.
And are you taking them from separate areas or the same area?
I'm taking them from separate areas. One from this side and one from the other side.
Okay. You managed to obtain 2. 2. It would actually be 2 nuts rather than 2 bolts.
Okay. Yeah.
Because of the way
And I'm going to just throw one at this tank here.
All right. Which tank? Sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, the one on the...
That one over there. Okay.
South wall. Yep.
Okay. You
Create
certainly do so. And it definitely creates a loud noise, which the guards will easily hear. they kind of stop the kind of light conversation they were having and go silent for a moment and look around.
Yep. While they're doing that, I want to move back a little bit and just go around on the other side.
And one of them will go to investigate.
Do not start Sam Fishering guards, please.
I'm not sure what that means.
You ever see the game Splinter Cell?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the main character, Sam Fisher.
Oh, yeah.
Don't Assassin's Creed. Metal Gear Solid.
No, I was planning on trying to just...
Don't play this the way I play ESO.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to... which way does this guy who remained posted, where is he paying attention towards what the other guard is doing, or is he looking around and more in my direction?
He is panning his view, keeping kind of the corner of his eye on the other person, but then watching the rest of the room as well, warily.
Yeah. This is a hard place to get out of.
Hey, no pressure, but everything hangs on you.
My ace in my sleeve is that I have that box. I can just jump into it.
No, it's not
No, because
active.
you don't know the
It's not
word.
active. Yeah, it's not active.
You don't know the word to turn it on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you just have a box, but we need the box, so don't sacrifice
I mean, you have a way, but I don't know how helpful I can be without getting yelled at from by Casey, because I don't know how allowed I am as a player who's not there to give you hints.
No, not really.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So
If there is something that you have previously told him in the past that you think his character would remember,
Well, it's
I'm happy
something
for you to remind.
it's something that's on his character sheet.
Oh, like you're like, hey, you have this ability or this spell that you can use or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I would allow that because it's something that his character would remember, even if the player doesn't.
Look at your charm
my
on
charm,
the landing page.
Okay, here, I'll move you back over there.
Oh yeah.
It's a good call, actually, because that is something your character would be very aware that you do have.
Yeah. How long does the gaseous form spell last?
Let me just have a check.
Concentration up to 1
1
hour.
hour. Concentration up to an hour.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to gas my way out of here.
Just stay away from the tanks. We've already learned that the tanks.
Yeah,
are
I don't want to get stuck inside one of those. So I'm just to try and help my situation a little bit. I'm going to try and pry loose a couple of bolts or nuts from this side of the machine as well, or the tank.
Okay.
And I have no idea how to operate these things. So my
Just channel your inner Isid. It's fine.
Yeah. Because last I remember, these tanks, they were about to, at least the one right in front of me now, they had absorbed the energy from a burning hand spell.
Mm-hmm.
Did that do anything at one point, or?
That it has now been close to an hour. That has calmed down at this point.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to, pry loose a couple of more bolts
Mm-hmm.
if I can, and move silently over. Are there any gaps in the tank where I could potentially sort of widen it so that it creates a leak of some kind?
Roll me perception.
Okay.
Sorry, I was muted. I just fucking fixed that thing. Don't.
No, this is the tank. No, this is the raw mana tank downstairs.
Yeah.
That he's wanting to open up.
Same thing though. I fixed everything down there.
No,
did the opposite.
no, this
you
was the one
you
that
fixed the
Jared
middle
burning
floor.
hands.
This is the bottom floor.
Hey, I fixed everything. All right. So,
You don't find any gaps per se,
No.
but you do think that if you just kept removing bolts, something is bound to loosen up.
Yep. All right. So I'm going to just do that as quickly as I can on this side of the machine, of the tank. Just remove as many bolts as I can.
Okay.
Just until things start to feel like they're are about to come loose, like different parts are a bit more movable.
Okay. Give me another
Um,
perception check.
I'm not going to try to dismantle the whole thing. I just want to make it a little bit more. Yep. Perception.
Okay. You notice fairly early on when you start to loosen about your fourth bolt, and you're starting to feel a bit of a tremble in the panel. That you can feel that something from the inside is pushing to get out, and you think it is probably about to give way.
Gonna release
Okay.
another weird on the place, and it's just gonna.
Okay. I want to, if there are any sort of gaps that have been made due to it being a little bit more loose, I want to take my rope and tie it around one of my arrows and try to nudge the arrow sort of in between the plates
Okay.
so that it's. Let me just find the. So that the arrow sort of sticks in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to move over in this direction and basically just yank on it as hard as I can to try and
Okay.
create an opening there.
So demon comes loose. Just me that feels like this is going to be bad.
Oh no, I see no. I very much see him going to pull this open, and it just blowing up in his face.
Oh no, he's like 40 feet away now, as jets of gaseous mana start spewing out of that tank, with a loud hissing sound, which the guards definitely react to. With one of them rushing over towards it, screaming that the tank is leaking, and the other one heading up the stairs, screaming to warn everyone else that something's going on.
Okay, at that moment, I'm just going to rush after as silently as I can into the stairwell.
Mm-hmm. Are you gaseous forming, or are you just sneaking
Not
behind?
yet, because I have to. I assume gaseous form makes me a bit slower.
No, it makes you faster.
No, movement speed of 10, fight speed of 10 feet.
Yes, it is.
So at this moment, I'm just still trying to.
But
there
it gives him
quickly.
advantage on all strength. I was just looking at it.
Strength, dex, and con saving throws.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. So you follow him up. It's at the top of the stairs that you do hear him shouting to two other guards, one of which is then heading off basically to tell the next set of guards, while the two of them look to be turning to come back down.
Okay. So I want to, because you said last session that it was possible to hide underneath the stairs.
It is, yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to do that.
Okay.
It's the end of the world as we know.
I don't
So-
feel fine though.
They do rush past you. While you're under there, just give me one more perception check.
Sorry, that song is playing again and again in the back of my head. I don't mean because of this. Oh.
I think this is working
Rolling
great.
really well today.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
We believe in you.
My luck runs out at the worst possible time, though.
Yeah.
So,
It's like
Uh,
everything up until the critical moment, and I just.
yep.
Don't jinx it.
5 feet away from the door. Roll one more stealth check. Not one.
As you are under the stairs, kind of crouched down hiding, you see a box under there, like a crate.
Okay.
And written on the side of that box, you see the same symbol that you saw on the door on the far side of the room, and a label that says Hazardous Environment Protection Suits.
should take it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Can I try to open the box without making too much sound? Is it?
Yeah, give me a stealth roll.
Right.
With advantage, actually.
Yep.
Because of all the commotion going on at the moment.
20 again?
Okay, yeah, you
That's
you
nice.
pop that box open with no trouble whatsoever.
Okay. And I just yank out one of the suits.
Okay.
Then I.
And it actually looks very familiar. It looks very much like a suit that a member of your group was actually given, that ended up getting quite torn up and draped over someone's back.
Oh, was it jury?
Is it that exact same?
It looks like it.
The
Okay.
hyperbolic cleaning suit.
Uh-huh.
Oh, fuck it. I'll stuff it in my backpack anyway. And. Are these guys
Evidence taken from.
are these guys moving into the larger
They
area?
are, yes, yeah.
Okay. While they're doing that, I want to, because there should still be one guy at least on top of the stairs. Well, I'm moving up
You
the
heard him
stairs.
going up to the next group.
Okay. So when I get to the top of the stairs, I'm going to turn gaseous,
Okay.
and then try and just seep into the next area.
In order to make your escape out of here,
Yep.
I would like you to give me 3 stealth rolls and 3 dexterity saving throws.
So what was this about the last roll? 5 feet away from the door.
Just remember you have advantage on those saving throws.
So 3 stealth. That's
Yeah.
25,
The
18, and 19.
the saving throws are because there are a bunch of is-it with gas vacuums basically in the
Yes.
I'm picturing Ghostbusters.
Yeah. I'm picturing a Luigi's Mansion.
Yes.
So 2 saves
Well,
with that
it's
advantage.
a vacuum cleaner that for some reason also shoots lightning. Like, they don't know why, it just does.
And 12 on the second one.
I think it was 3 saves, wasn't it?
3 saves, yes.
Okay. Yep. 20, 12, and 18.
Nice.
Good.
I'm worried about that second one though. Rolled a double 4 on it.
The DC had actually set plus 12, so
Okay.
you actually, as you are heading up, there is a point where you are trying to pass by some of the Izzet, and you actually see that he has this kind of hose device, and you actually feel it trying to drag you in. And you just manage to kind of pull away and move out around him rather than getting sucked into his device.
Well, now you're being called Boo.
I'm pretty sure you're called Casper.
Mhm.
And you do manage to make your way out of the boiler works.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to go back to the Simic Enclave first.
Hmm?
And I assume I have some sort of superior there I can
Oh, yes.
Already.
And basically I tell them what happened. That me and the other guys, we were hired by someone called Narcissus Ven of the Guild Pact to go and to try to prevent sabotage in the boiler works. And I
Didn't go so well.
I'm handing the box to my officer, or my superior.
That is Biomancer Ergrin.
To Erdrin, and I'm saying that this box it contains some sort of portal that can be activated, and I assume leads somewhere, and the terrorists, if you would call it that, they were apparently trying to break into an Azorius vault. The rest of the group got arrested for assaulting the Azorius.
Well,
And-
one person
Allegedly.
dragged the whole team down, so.
Yeah, well.
Allegedly.
And I'm just I would like you to safekeep this box for me until I get back, because I want to go to the Guild Pact to find this Narcissus Ven and tell him what's happened. Because this was supposed to be somewhat of a covert mission.
I have a feeling that we're the fall guys.
Ergrin, who is a merfolk, actually, looks quite concerned by what you're reporting to him. But as you kind of explain what's going on, he says to you, I know of no Vin among the Guild Pact, though I must admit I'm not familiar with all of them. If this is a covert mission, it is possible that they are using an alias or a lesser-known member.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Exercise caution in your next steps. I will authorize a study of this box to determine its origin. It does not appear to be Izzet in manufacture, though its immediate construction does elude me.
Okay. Well,
This guy picked us for clandestine missions. He picked two of the wrong guilds to send on clandestine missions.
No, I
Only two?
mean, the Dimir aren't there, so I mean,
The Demir's on the other mission.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing the fine touchy-feely mission. We do the hands-on bullshit, man. Get our hands dirty. I have my ankles up to fucking super song.
and I'm trying to remember, what was the mission the other guys or the other group went to again?
Finding
It
missing
was-
a politician.
There was a missing
yeah.
diplomat that had disappeared under mysterious circumstances, and there was something that needed to be delivered to him immediately.
Did we see the other group, or do we not know
Yeah.
who they are?
You
Okay.
did see the other group, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm.
It's basically
And
all
you
the
do know
guilds
that it
that aren't
consisted
us.
of the other
Yep.
5 guilds, yeah.
Yeah.
So Orzov, Gruul,
Gruul.
Selesnya, Azorius, and Demir.
Well, they have a gruel. They've got to be just having as much fun as we are.
Mm-hmm.
They're like,
Can
five
you
touchy
imagine
feeling,
you got
a drool, like,
a
"Hey,
Selesnya
guys."
and a Gruul together?
Yeah, on a touchy-feely mission. That's gonna
And not
be.
only that, but an Azorius and a Demir together.
I
God.
so hope that they just kill the dude and they are more fuck ups than we are. Again, we
so-
want to be the A team, not B team.
We may be
I-
screw ups, but we didn't screw up as bad as them.
I'm going to ask Biomaster Ergren if it would
Uh-huh.
be possible to borrow funds or receive a potion of cure wounds or something similar to it, because I'm a bit wounded still.
He actually tells you that should you wish, you can report down to the biopools, and they will make sure that you are healed completely.
Okay, how long does that take? Do I know?
From previous experience, depending on how bad off you are, 1 to 2 hours.
Okay, so I'm 12 hit points short.
Take your time. We
Oh.
ain't going nowhere.
It won't
Mhm.
take long.
Yeah, so I'm doing that then. Just
I
taking
mean,
some
we're
time
chilling
to
in a jail
heal
now. You got plenty of time.
up. Yeah, but I don't want to spend too much time just on my character.
Yeah, go for it.
So-
I mean, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
still.
mean, everyone
It's,
from
uh,
our side just hears, no,
Yeah.
no, the sorrow I've seen.
Dovin's
always
just kind of
boring when
sitting in
one
his
character
cell
has the
debating.
spotlight the entire time. So
Dovin's
what
just kind of
the-
sitting in the corner of his cell going, do I want to summon Suresh? Do I want to?
Nobody knows a sorrow.
Yeah, that's.
okay, so after
So-
healing, I'm going to go back to the Guild Pact offices. Or
Okay. So while you are headed back there, we'll say that another hour has passed.
Yep.
We will cut back to the rest of the group. As you've now been in jail a couple hours, you've given your statements.
Do we have cellmates?
You do not. You've actually been put in an
Fuck.
area where
Oh, good.
Man, Jury wanted to start a fight, like a just.
no,
just a
you are
good
you are
brawl.
actually each in an individual cell on your own, and there are no people in the cells adjoining yours.
Let's face it, we're too fucking dangerous to keep putting it
I
together.
mean, technically, that's pretty much why
You-
they would do this.
You guys have basically been put in solitary. I mean, except that
It's-
you're next to each other, but yeah.
we're fairly high ranking within our own guild. If we were left to our own device, we as a group, we would run. Let's face it.
Mhm. Oh hell yeah!
Okay,
Yeah,
so let's be fair. Dovin is never solitary.
Ah,
Well, yeah. But, you've basically been put into what accounts to solitary.
my little bugs friends. Hey.
About another hour has passed. The person who was asking you the questions and the person taking notes for him have departed. And then you see a guard coming down the stairways towards your cells. Give me a perception roll.
All of us, or
All of you that are in jail.
Isn't
Uh,
Kim in another block though now?
I mean, Kim is way away.
Wait.
Sorry, what was the question?
Hold on, guys.
Isn't
I
Kim
got
in another block?
20 because I still had it on disadvantage.
he said everybody was in jail, so I rolled.
Holy shit, that's 2 20s.
Yeah, it's double net
Yeah.
20.
Damn.
A double
son.
nat
16.
20. Yeah,
That's
they have
nice.
actually not moved Kim yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Damn.
They have said that they were going to, but they needed to prepare a cell, and they have not done so as of yet.
Okay, they're slow assholes. Okay. gotcha.
Jury has 2 perfect eyes.
Bureaucracy.
And it doesn't matter
Yeah,
if he
of
has
course it
something in
is.
his right
Do
eye.
you realize how many forms there are to separate you from this group legally?
Yeah, I actually have a feeling. I know you, so I have a
This
general
is the
idea.
Azorius we're talking about.
Like
Yeah.
at least 3.
There's about 300 forms, and all of them have to be signed in triplicate.
Yep. They're,
And
they're,
also,
they're writing out the forms now so that they can then bring them to you to sign.
Yeah.
And they
you
all
have
have
to
to be
do
written
one
out by
form for each individual body part as well.
Oh yeah,
That's-
and you also have
that's
to
just
sign
for the
for,
Simic.
for all your weapons, all of your
Digit
Yeah.
on
items.
left appendage.
My
is
right
number-
hand is innocent, but my left one is not.
That's just the Simic, guys. Come on, we all know that.
Yeah. So, Velen, definitely jury, and actually Zedric and Dovin as well. All of you make it. This guy coming down the stairs is definitely dressed in a proper guard's uniform, but he does not move like an Azorius. Something about him is saying in your head, this guy doesn't look like he belongs.
Dovin looks at him
Hey.
and goes. Dovin looks at him and goes. Yeah, I was about to say. So I'm assuming Ven sent you.
He kind of smiles as you say that, and he says, "Well, of course, the business you have been given is quite important, and we can't exactly have you running away in a jail cell, can we?"
I'm Gargari. I ride away no matter where I go.
Hang on.
Yes, but you should be running doing something useful.
Fed Centric in his straight
Nobody
jacket.
knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows. my
Can you
sorrow.
shut the fuck? That's gonna be
And as he's basically saying this to you, you actually start to hear screams from up above,
Oh.
and he's like, "What the?" And he looks genuinely surprised by this.
Can jury tell how that person is screaming? Like what the pain was inflicted?
How?
Actually, I'm not even gonna make you roll on this. That is, jury would know that is not a pain scream.
That's a
is
fear scream.
That is a something's going wrong and there's panic going on scream.
There seems to be some chaos upstairs. Is that what you're doing?
And he looks visibly kind of shaken by this. I don't know anything about what's going on up there, and he just kind of looks and he goes, "Look here, take the key to the cells, the second left, and then the first right for your equipment. I'll try to keep anyone from coming down here as long as I can. Just get your equipment and get out."
Arbeitereros!
So I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna say, I'm not going to jail for this later on.
Already in
You're
jail.
already in jail.
Dovin looks and goes. Ven and I need to have a very, very long talk. And then takes the keys and starts unlocking everybody.
Okay, and he heads back towards the doorways.
I hope someone
We have
unlocks.
our equipment in terms of weapons, etc. Right?
We're
No,
going
he's
to
just
get them.
told you where to go get them.
Yeah, the
Okay.
second left
Second
and
left,
the first right.
first right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So,
So we're going there then.
Dovin
Mhm.
unlocks everyone. He gets to Zederic. He goes, "You gonna stop singing?"
So, I believe you already know the trouble I've seen, so I don't need to.
Shut up and get out of the cell. And then as Zederic walks by, I slap him in the head.
Oh wait,
Why?
wait! You do know this the trouble I've seen.
Yeah, right. I don't need to tell you about it.
Yuri, if he continues singing, can you make him shut up, please?
I
With
know that
pleasure.
I know.
I'm gonna look to
You all make your way down the corridor. You are hearing a lot of commotion up above. Quite a lot of commotion up
So
above.
when you say commotion, Casey, I mean there's certain sounds that we recognize, like blades hitting blades.
No, nothing like
people
that.
Oh,
If,
Do
if,
we
if
hear
you,
the telltale music of a Rakdos party?
Oh.
no, you don't.
Probably.
When you start really kind of trying to focus in on it, what it sounds like is the sounds of the precinct arming itself to go respond to something elsewhere.
oh,
It's
okay.
like, oh shit, something's just happened. Everyone, get your stuff and let's go now.
And that's big
What
because
the hell would cause that to go?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something that's clearing out an entire precinct
That's
is
not normal.
Nico Bolas has arisen.
Nope, too
Let's hope
soon in the
not.
So,
timeline.
do we know who Nicol Bolas is? Just to ask.
Oh god, yes, you definitely know who
Yeah.
Nicola.
Okay.
So if he says that, I'm gonna tell him, you shut your mouth. He's not coming back.
Uh,
Wait, is
to be
this-
fair-
I don't know
to be
who
fair,
that is.
this is previous to the war, so
Yeah,
none
that's
of
what I'm
know,
wondering.
none of you would know Nicol Bolas as the dragon god,
Okay.
but what you would probably know is that Nicol Bolas is another powerful dragon who has been known to meet with Niv Mizzet.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, that makes sense. Because I was gonna say, if Gerard is still the guild master, then
Yeah,
this
no,
would be
yeah.
before
that.
Guilds of
This
Ravnica.
is
That's
before.
exactly why I was wondering where we were and asking.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
on the way there, like running, I'm keeping my ass out for other stuff that are not attached to the walls, like notes, keys, a journal, stuff like that.
Okay,
Piles
you don't
of
find
money.
anything in the hallways,
No.
But
I'm
when
just saying.
when you do make your way into the room that you've been directed to, you do see a number of things.
Yeah.
In fact, everyone roll me perception.
I hope I see my gear.
I mean,
Who's rolling
Jury finds his stuff and sees nothing else.
Jory had his moment of clarity, and then it was gone. I can see clearly now.
Dovin puts on his armor, takes a smell, goes, "Did they try to clean this? Because that's a futile effort."
Oh, that's right. You have the rotting armor.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Oh,
putting
yeah.
on the Misium apparatus, like, oh, the screw is loose. Oh, it's supposed to be loose. Silly me.
So Zedric is the one who sees it.
Oh,
Oh shit! It was
I mean,
enough with 18.
I'm
Damn.
grabbing everything of interest, so just you saying that says yes, I'm gonna take it, and I don't know what you're gonna say.
I'm just about to message you.
Okay, that's worrying.
Hey, do you know that magic item he was talking about earlier?
Oh, I hope I get something that is like, Isit gets the thing that's gonna be, oh yeah, that will fuck up the world.
Oh yeah, great.
No, we voted. We all
We
voted
vote.
today.
Okay, will you just
Please,
fuck
I
up all
mean-
day?
I don't know if I have a say in this, but please don't give it to the Isid. I mean, I don't mind anybody else.
Don't give it to
giving but don't give
Arachnos
it to
either.
Isid.
Yeah, that's true. Also true.
No, Arachnos just want to destroy the world. That's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, he has a clear purpose. You literally destroy the world. He just wants to. Because you don't know how it
Totally
works. You
forgot
just...
I have to identify.
I have identified too.
Yeah, but I can cast it as a ritual.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
But I learn by doing.
Paladins have
If
rituals, or
it
is that
destroys a
because of
few
your
city
class?
blocks in the process, so
No,
be it.
You're writing
it's the class.
A
It's,
very long time.
Subclass, okay.
This
yeah,
word.
it's the witch hunter thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have detect magic and identify as class.
I'm just waiting to see Madman's reaction now as he reads this.
This is so gonna end so badly. I just know it.
Mhm. Oh, yeah, there's a smile.
I'm,
Okay, I guess Cedric has a.
Yeah, it just kind of stops in its tracks.
Yeah, just turn.
Is this
and
where
like-
the rest of us is arming ourselves?
Yeah,
I
and like.
Yeah, you're all arming yourselves, and you stop, and you see that he's looking at a large wooden box with some like barred windows in it.
Right,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I think that we should take the back road out, to be honest, because the
mhm.
front door is being
Oh,
hammered.
Yes,
So,
totally.
Yuri,
Mhm.
maybe we should focus
You
on.
should just get that done to that, and just gonna. I
Right.
have the
Why-
scroll bar right here, so I'm just gonna. Right, open
So
up.
let's focus on getting
Absolutely,
Philip get out the front
Absolutely,
side.
Velen. I agree with you. I'm just gonna this door here and just gonna check inside.
So either way,
Mhm.
You
If-
manage to pry the box open,
Mm-hmm.
and you find that the chains wrapping around the thing
what are you doing?
are actually
there?
anchored to the inside of the box.
What is it that you're doing?
Oh no,
This is
don't
not
worry
ours.
about
He's
it.
he's prying open a box. but
Dovin
none of
goes
you
over to
actually
see what
what's
he's
in the
doing. What
box.
did you find?
Yeah, I'm kind of following him.
Yes.
Jury is still putting on his stuff, putting all of
Yes,
his
yes.
torture tools in the right slots and crevices, and
I like that. Yuri is the most like, okay, right piece on the right spot. Like,
Yeah,
do
but
this-
the
you
rest
gotta
of us
do
is
this
just putting
properly.
on our weapons, and you're starting to. They're like, yeah, totally, Velen.
Yeah.
And then you just.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, and
I know
Right,
entirely
so-
what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. Cedric has
So-
has his
So
right
which
leg
one of
in
you
his
gets
pants.
over there to him?
Entirely.
I'm gonna walk.
Which one of
over.
you gets over to him first?
I don't know. Can
I
we
would
roll
say
a twen-
Dovin.
Just roll a 20, and then we say whoever.
Well,
that's over first.
do you have your walking stick there, Dovin?
Yeah,
Oh.
it'd be the first thing I pick up.
Okay.
There you go, 13. If you roll higher than that, you're over first. It's easier.
Nope, it's you.
Velen gets there first. So what you see is him opening up the box described here.
Where? Oh.
I've just sent it over to Kim. What you've already seen.
I mean, I'm continuing. I'm not stopping because of Ellen.
I'm gonna be like, what is the significance of this?
All right, I'm thinking we should.
And I'm gonna be like, it's gonna hit me the same time as I say it, and I'm not gonna cast detect magic.
The item in the box,
Yeah.
the chains around it, and the item leaned up against the side of it are all magic.
Oh shit. Cedric.
Yeah.
Before you continue being a bit careful, we need to figure out what this does.
No.
And-
Dovin looks at you and goes, "He's an is it? This is the definition of careful for him."
Yeah. Yuri, I need some help from
And
some
about
chains
this
over
time
here.
is when Dovin sees what they're
Cedric,
messing with
let
as well.
me identify it before you continue.
No.
please.
We are in a hurry. Dovin's very right. I just gotta
Ah.
grab this shit and go.
Yeah, but you just touching it can be bad.
I'm touching it. I'm touching it right now.
Oh,
I'm touching it right now. What you gonna do about it, huh?
How
Huh?
big is
I'm
the
not dead.
box?
in the back of your head and
Am I dead? Am I dead? I'm not dead.
The box
No
is
one's dead.
about 3 foot by 3 foot by 3 foot.
So it's a big cube.
Jerry, carry this.
One moment, as he puts a pouch down the center of his pants. All right, better. He walks over and just lifts it.
I mean,
Okay.
it's
Are
a
you
bit.
taking the item at the side as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, just checking because I know it's a bit metagamey, but me touching it, does it anything happen?
You touch the item.
I mean,
It's still in the chains, right?
yeah. I
Nothing
mean,
happened.
I'm trying to get it out, but I mean,
We
I
will-
haven't.
Dovin looks at Zedric and goes, "We'll
Phrasing.
figure out what this is after we're out of here.
Right.
We will bring it with us."
Sure. I'm happy.
Oh, why? Why? Why?
Right.
We will bring it with us.
Oh,
We will worry about it when we are out of here.
Right. Is there anything else in this room that is of interest?
I was actually going to ask if I could roll investigation to see that myself.
Can I assist him?
Well,
Like a
He's
quick-
better at it than me.
Yeah, go ahead. We're on.
So if I'm
Advantage-
assisting, then I have advantage. If
No.
he's assisting,
You are. I'm assisting you.
yeah, I'm saying that I have an advantage on the roll, correct?
Yeah,
Yes, correct, yeah.
Hang on, waiting for roll 20 to decide it wants to actually let me decide on the roll. Thank you.
Oh, that's not good.
20 total.
20.
Oh, that's good. I
Not
approve.
bad.
I'm better at it than you, but you did good.
In this room, aside from those items, you do find some other piles of what appear to be like mundane clothing, some mundane weaponry, a few pouches of coins, but nothing else that really stands out as special.
Coins, you say?
It looks like other prisoners' belongings.
Yeah,
They don't seem to be any other prisoners to the stature of you guys.
yeah. Let's not. We're already taking a lamp. Let's
Okay.
not,
Okay. All right.
take more than that.
All right. All right.
If there was something else that would have drawn our attention, fine. But as it's the lamp and the rug, it's not worth it.
All I
I'm
want to
not-
ask is Robin or Will? Which one will arrive?
Oh, well, we'll see. I guess.
You
We'll
don't
see.
know.
Yeah, we'll see.
It might be neither.
It might
No,
be
I
the
know
one
it's
from
gonna
the
be
sto-
neither.
It might be the one from the actual story who was a total dick.
As all genies are.
Yeah.
I remember one story is like, I wish for $1 million so 1,000,000 deer show up. You gotta be literal.
You
with
have
your-
to be very
I have
careful
to-
with your wording of wish.
I have to be honest with you. That's actually something that they cover in the new Aladdin.
Ah.
The original one never did, but this one actually goes into that. I think it actually might even be in one of the trailers, because they get to the point where Aladdin says, "Make me a prince," and Genie goes, "Well, now there's a lot of gray area in that. I mean, I could just," and he kind of snaps his fingers, and this random prince appears and goes, "Hi," and he goes, and Aladdin goes, "Oh, no. It's just, now you see, gray area. I mean, you could be stuck lying next to that the rest of your life. You've got to be specific." So I mean,
Alright.
it's just, yeah, it's a great version of it.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
You head out.
Oh, yeah. I leave a
As you're
note.
escaping,
Sorry.
you
I
leave a
leave
note. Okay.
I'm leaving a note where the box was. I'm sorry.
Just says, "I'm sorry." It's not even to the Azorius. It's to us players.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We just say,
And
"Fucking no."
P.S. I had to. I mean. just, just,
Oh.
just because.
All right.
Okay. On your way out, everyone roll me perception. And Malgar, as you're also now leaving, you also roll me perception.
I'm sorry for running out. Because as you can imagine, my missus had open surgery a week ago,
Mhm.
so I'm
Yeah,
still
oh, yeah.
taking
You're
care
fine.
of her.
Absolutely no. Ooh, yeah. Sam. Yeah.
And 19.
5.
16.
All right. Dovin, Malgar, Zedric, and Velen.
All what?
Everyone but Jury.
Yeah, pretty much.
As you are escaping, or in Malgar's case, leaving the recovery area, you manage to catch snippets of what's going on and figure out why everyone seems to be flipping out and in like a panic mode.
So what did the Gruul do now?
I have a feeling this is
Uh,
the rule this time. It
There's
feels
been a
pretty-
very large explosion at the boiler works.
Oh God, damn it!
Oh my god.
That they predict that it could be, it could have lost as much as 30% of its capacity for the foreseeable future, unless major repairs can be done.
So
I had nothing to do with it.
We do
Mal-
not touch. Is it stuff? How many times must I iterate this? If it is it made or belongs to it, is it? You don't touch it. Your hands go nowhere near it. If it looks like it's from an is it, you immediately turn your head.
I'm
Looks
just
like
glad
an
I
is
got
it?
out of there without being arrested.
I mean, opening up one of the primary unrefined tanks right next to, everything else.
Oh no! How many guards did you? Are we gonna get charged for that too now?
Yep.
No, you were already arrested, so you were
Mhm.
fine.
Yeah, but
You
we
had-
did. We were in the situation that caused the initial damage.
Yeah, but this could probably be because of some loose bolts or something. I don't know.
I mean,
Who knows?
it's the is it. There's always loose bolts.
Mhm.
Is it engineering
But-
is like Goblin engineering in WoW? It really shouldn't hold together, but it does.
But if they could really do any kind of investigation, the Is it usually don't use arrows on their mana storage tanks.
That's probably a good point.
Someone got bored.
Mm-hmm.
Right of bolts.
Yeah.
Well, I have this arrow. It's trick.
And on the note of that explosion, I need to AFK for just a couple minutes.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
This is stupid. This is so stupid.
By the way, Kim, I don't want you to think that last week when I asked what type she had, I was prying.
Hmm?
A few years ago, my mom passed away from complications from diabetes. So whenever I hear the word
Oh.
diabetes, I immediately get concerned for whoever it is.
Yeah, no, type 2. So
Same as my mom.
yeah, and we are handling it fairly nicely. She just got back, got it checked last week, and they just told her that it's coming down. The sugar is normalizing.
That's good.
Yeah, so we're in a good spot. It's just that it's gonna take time to get to where we want to be, but it's getting there.
Sorry
I
about
just
that.
didn't want you to
Oh,
think I was prying.
No. I'm not. I'm not the person that are concerned about prying. I'll be honest. I tell everybody, and everything anyhow.
Yeah,
So-
he's sending me dick pics all the time.
Yeah.
No.
Well, in fairness, this group has sent you
In fairness,
something of the sort.
right? It's a big dick, so I mean, everyone should see it.
And you have had words for people in this group. I'm just saying that.
I want to point out that 3 of the people in this group are new, so that means you're talking
Mhm.
about Casey.
No. So we have luckily had more people than just Casey in this group.
No,
Luckily.
I mean, like, because it was either you that sent it to him
Yeah.
or Casey that sent it to him. It
Yeah.
was you that sent it to him.
I can tell you right now, the person that sent certain pictures to certain someone is no longer here.
Oh shit, you're right. He actually did send me dick pics.
Oh,
No, that's not true.
I
It
wasn't even
wasn't dick
messing
pic.
around.
It was ball pics.
hmm
It's different.
But you can't tell me that you didn't get it, but because you did get some.
I did get some. I did get some.
But-
So yeah.
Yeah.
I am expecting one from
Can
each
we-
of you before the end of the day.
Can we,
Um,
can we stop touching the Is It Made stuff, please? Can we just...
hey, it's just something I didn't realize there was something that just connected with me
No,
on
see,
such
technically-
a deep personal level.
Technically, you touching the Is It stuff, perfectly fine. It's the rest of us touching the Is It stuff that's the problem. It would be like if everyone was walking through my rot farm, and then like just started touching all the mushrooms, and I'm like, well, you're gonna die now, so I can't help you.
Well, I have a collection of cursed items in my in my guild. You can have those and play with.
My favorite cursed item I ever made somebody carry was they thought it was a Boots of Elvenkind, so it would give them advantage on stealth with sound. The thing was that anytime they tried to stealth, the boots would start screaming.
Sorry, I got a phone call, Casey. What happened?
what,
The mana
what-
storage
what
tank
was the last
got
thing you
blown
heard?
up.
I don't really. We left the room with the box on Curious shoulders.
The mana
Okay.
storage tank that Malgor pried the panel off of to try and cover his escape.
Yeah.
It done blowed up real good.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Basically,
the
half
panic,
the city is blown up.
all of the panic that's
Nope.
going on is that there
It's
was
just
a major
making a
explosion of
small
boiler
leak,
works.
one that they could easily
And,
fix with some duct tape.
About 30% of the boiler works is currently out of commission.
Oh my god. I mean, it was time to remodel it anyhow, so it's just part of it, so it's fine.
It's an ongoing construction project.
Exactly. It's been an ongoing construction project since it was built, but yeah.
Can we stop touching the innocents?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
d-
just need to be in situations where we are not near to is it stuff.
The problem is we have an Is It in the party. So we're
Yep.
always near the Is It stuff.
And your mission is currently to investigate Is It stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, but Madman
Which
is so,
you chose.
Madman is so good at playing it because he will touch stuff anyhow. So he's like, just the fact that it's Madman playing it makes me even more concerned, which I should be to begin with because it's a lizard. So it kind of fits the
It's
fits
also
the bill.
Madman. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
The good thing is that we are trying to prevent sabotage to the boilerworks by sabotaging the
Sabotaging
boilerworks.
the boilerworks, yeah.
We literally caused the very thing we were there to prevent.
Yep.
No,
Pretty
actually,
much.
we didn't. You did, Mulgore.
yeah, it's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Let's just get to
30%.
the office of the guild pact.
It's only a third. I mean, it's not even it's
Yeah,
not,
less
even,
than a
it's not
third.
even half.
Less
I
than a
like
third.
I like our defense later, guys. We
So-
saved
so
the
I'll-
boiler works, and it's fine. Yes.
So I'll go ahead and draw lines through Quarth and James.
No, you can't do that. No,
That delay.
no.
Do I get experience for everyone who got killed by the
I gotta kill Malgar now. He killed my best friend in the entire world.
Experience you get for killing Malgar.
I'm suddenly level 9 or something.
No, you can't kill them.
I'll make some rolls after the game to see who actually dies. in
Okay.
that version.
If
I-
mine died, we're gonna have words with this little sneaky.
If who died?
No, nothing.
No, no one. No one died.
No,
We're
no.
all immortal here.
Anyway,
Yeah.
let's get to the office of the guild pact.
Yeah,
You have no in-game reason to know that I was the one causing it anyway.
yeah, that's very true.
You know, that's true.
Oh no, Dover
Wait.
thinks you caused it just because you touched things.
For all you know, it could be something that was still going on because of what the rest of you did.
Yeah, that's very
They
true.
just weren't
Exactly.
able to fix it.
Yeah.
Fair.
I
Anyway,
blame
let's
that
get to the
stinking
office of the
cloud.
guild pact.
I just think our group, no matter who it is, fucked up.
I mean, if it wasn't for the damn Alcerius, we would have been able to fix that problem to begin with. And they stopped us from doing that, and now they're dead.
Yep, it was the Azorius' fault.
Yeah, it was.
Anyway,
It's all Azorius' fault.
So most of you are heading towards the office of the Guild Pact,
Yeah.
and strangely enough, Malgar is also heading towards the office of the Guild Pact, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you're all heading the same place. So I will actually say that just for convenience sake, you do meet up together before just before reaching the doors to the Guild Pact offices.
Hey,
Oh.
Malgar!
Hey, so
You
you got
are
out?
not dead.
No, why would I be?
Ah, you just...
You didn't blow up with the rest of the building then.
No, I got out before that.
Ah, lucky. So what you been up to?
No, just I spent some time after you guys got arrested to get out of there, and I have the box still. Well, not.
Oh, do
with-
you have the box? All right, that's
You-
fantastic.
you all
I don't
got
have
arrested
it
since
right
you went
now.
to Spa.
Oh,
I gave it to my superior at the CIMIC. He's
Why?
safekeeping it.
what?
He's just safeguarding it for now.
You're
Why would
supposed-
you do such a thing?
Yeah, you're supposed to give it to me. I mean, you're supposed to give it to someone else.
No, I'm just. I was just concerned with. He said he didn't know any Narcissus Ven at the Guild Pack, so.
yeah, we had a
I'm-
similar experience when we were being
Yeah,
questioned.
nobody knows who this is.
So
we're
at the
about to get
moment,
some answers.
I'm not entirely sure if we can trust whoever gave those orders to us.
Then what do we do with all this fantastic evidence that we have?
Well, that's why I asked my superior to just safeguard it for now.
Hmm.
So I suppose we have to try to find out.
We hide it in the
Sec-
Undercity if need be.
Sorry, can I ask who is your superior?
Biomancer Ergrin.
Agreed.
Right.
Thank
So,
you.
so maybe we should we go in there with all our stuff, or should we go safeguard the stuff first and then go there? And then if they say we don't know who you are, we say, oh well, we have all the stuff. So if you don't kill us, we'll give you all the stuff. Or
Right.
should we go there and give them all the stuff, and then we go, oh, don't kill us, we gave you all the stuff.
You talk too much.
You have a weird face.
I
Thing
You have a
is,
weird
I am.
beard.
I'm gonna actually start smiling and laughing a bit.
I'm just saying, if this Narcissus Ven or whoever he's really supposed to be is maybe he has some other agenda other than giving us orders that are actually true, so to speak.
I don't.
Mhm.
Then the other group might also be in trouble. Or
We're gonna.
I have a feeling that we are meant to be scapegoats for something,
Hmm.
or
Kinda,
it's just a sort of tingling spider sense.
Spider.
Because the police in charge just let us out of this is run
on the way over, Drew would have been like, "So, we're gonna deal with this box thing here."
I think Dovan has a very great hiding place for that thing, while we try to figure this thing out.
So, are you guys officially off the hook?
I don't even know.
I don't think so. We are
Okay.
very much so on the hook. I think we're fugitives.
So, yeah, then I don't want to be too close to you.
Put
Just
his
letting
hand on
you-
his shoulder. You're in it now.
Yeah, but I'm
Malgar, if you stay in the shadows, let us be the front burden to figure out who has done this. But keep an eye on the items. We might
Come
need
here.
them later on.
Come here.
well,
Let's
I'm
get-
going to be nearby. Just not,
Cedric feels a very sharp slap in the back of his head.
I just want to show my support and solidarity.
So
Hello.
let's be smart about it. Malgar, if you stay in the shadows, we go ahead and do what we do best. Ask the questions.
all right.
Just to point out as well, you are also currently carrying a large, half-opened wooden box
So
filled
I
with
would say
chains
once we find
and
Malgar,
a large chain-wrapped rug.
as soon as we come across Malgar, Dovin says, "I say we table talking to them real quick and
No,
bring this someplace where we look less conspicuous."
Now, Dovin, you and me will never see eye to eye on everything, but I believe we both agree that this item needs to be identified.
Yes, and
What?
doing it here is an awful idea.
Yes, but in the meantime, Malgar,
Yeah.
do you have a good place to stash this?
We have a thing in the Dovan has
Well,
a
I
own
suppose
farm
I can
thing.
bring it back to Biomancer Ergren.
Simica
We can
boring.
bring it to my rot farm or my
Ah.
spore farm. It doesn't matter. I have
I-
2 places in the Undercity we can bring it to.
I just want it out of the sight for ourselves for the time being, without us being aware of where it has gone.
I mean, out of character, we have a great place.
We still need to
where-
know what it is before we
Yeah.
start worrying about it
Yeah.
not being in our presence.
and the people don't know that we have like
Okay,
the.
so
Oh, that's
drug-
true.
the drug
That's true.
I
trade
can
place.
take it somewhere where you will not know where it is, and
I wanna know where it is.
if you are arrested by the Azorius, then you will honestly not know
That's
where it is.
why we are going to the Undercity, because unless you are a Golgari, that place is a goddamn maze.
But I still think
Or a
we
Demir.
should.
Or a Demir. But even then, the Demir don't use
Or
it as...
Rakdos. We'll just burn everything in our path. Totally fine.
It's very moist though.
It
Yeah, we'll
doesn't
find a way.
matter.
My character does not
Where
like
did you
justice.
get this box? And
Don't worry
we
about
found
Plausible
it.
deniability. Plausible deniability.
It was
Plausible,
it was
like,
Velen's face should be shut right now.
Dovin
should
just
be.
keeps saying plausible deniability.
We should take the face and shut it, so words don't escape it.
oh yeah. By the way, I just pull out my backpack and here, jury, it's your rags.
Your rags?
No,
No,
my.
it wasn't his
What did you
rags.
say?
It was another suit exactly like the one that got turned into
Oh,
rags.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I thought you said it was the exact same one.
No, it was
The exact same
style.
type of suit.
Yeah,
okay,
type of suit.
Yeah.
Mine was torn into a poncho.
I
so
thought
had
you
to
meant
put it
I
in-
found
Yeah.
his
So-
actual suit in the box.
Oh no! You found
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
crate of suits that looked just like the one that he had.
Yeah.
We'll go
Well,
to the spore farm
Yeah.
because very few people know I'm currently in possession of that place.
hmm
and we'll figure out what we have to do with this stuff there. And then
And-
after we figure that, we will deal with Narcissus.
Yeah, and even if people were to know to go there, they wouldn't know about the cellar. So I think it's a very safe place.
Casey.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, this is gonna. I'm gonna reveal too much if I say it out loud. I'm gonna whisper.
But one is frightening, we're gonna stash it away.
By the way, I noticed there was some commotion over at the boiler works.
Yeah,
Little
yeah.
while-
Something blowed up real good.
I mean, it tends to do that though.
Yeah.
That concerns me more than anything else. But then again, is it tend to blow things up a lot? So maybe not. Like walls.
So you, the rest of you will see me walk over to the item, and you'll see me sniff it, the lamp. Yeah, it should be all right.
Fair
Jerry will
enough.
also sniff it.
Okay, so let's take it to your
Let's
spore farm then. And
Let's take it to the spore farm. So
This... I'm just.
Away.
Is this something that you perceive to be a threat of some kind? This box, or
No.
is it?
It's no. I just checked. It's not a threat at all. It does need to be researched by, I guess, either myself or Dovin. But
I can check one, you check the other.
that's fine.
Right. So we're going to my spore farm.
Okay. You do make your way to the spore farm. The city is in that much of an uproar at the moment with power outages and general chaos that you don't actually run into much trouble along the way
Is it-
there.
Is it at the point where people are doing looting in like end of the world kind of crisis, or is people just pissed off?
It's not to the point of looting, mainly because the Azorius and Boros are out in force
Yeah.
to be seen. You're not actually in the areas that are without power at the moment.
Mm.
So it might be slightly worse in those areas. Like
Yeah.
I said, about 30% of the city, of the district is currently without
But
power.
kind of riot police kind of thing has been already
Yeah.
dispatched. And
And-
yeah.
Just to be clear, I'm not walking directly with the group. I'm staying a
I
little
Wouldn't
bit
expect
behind.
you to.
Mhm. Since you guys already got arrested and I didn't, so yeah. I'm trying not to be part of the
Not to.
whole shebang.
No
Right.
offense, but I don't want to be seen by you guys with you guys. It's,
I don't mind working.
That- I
yeah,
didn't say that.
it's an image problem, you know.
Yeah.
So
It's true though. It's exactly how it is.
um, we've been. This is the fourth time we're down there. Could we by now, kinda, if I had a piece of paper and like a pen, could I start like trying to figure out how to get here without directions?
No.
You can try. It's going to be difficult. It is a maze. for
Yeah,
intents and purposes.
I'm just saying because I'm doing it several times.
Mhm.
Yeah, the problem is that there are like, imagine if you will, somebody made a hedge maze, and then every so often just went through and cut more openings into the hedge maze, and then closed other openings, and then just randomly
It
changed shit in.
is a shifting maze.
Yeah. Or a living maze.
So
Yeah.
a piece of paper won't do me much good
No.
after 10 minutes.
So I was about to say, because I got perfect recall, so I could probably remember how to get it.
Yeah, and you'll remember each time, like, we took
Yeah, but you have perfect recall,
Outside.
and yet you tried to call a griffin down here twice.
Yeah, exactly.
It's true. Yeah.
I have a perfect recall
Call
on
the
how
griffin,
this will
you're
not
underground.
work.
Damn it!
And
Yeah.
so,
Does
do you
it-
know
so
the
it doesn't
definition of
become-
insanity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does
Yeah.
it become total
that Eric?
recall at some point?
Yeah. Okay, never mind in that case.
But yeah, Korizda, the guild hall for the Golgari, is known as a living maze.
Mhm.
Especially if I don't know if it still happens now that Svagdas's ghost isn't there, but it used to be that Svagdir, the living tomb, like the Golgari, the original Golgari guild hall, which is in the center of Korizda, literally just used to cause growth to just radiate from it every so often.
Yeah, that's not actively happening because of the old hall anymore.
Yeah.
But there are factions of the Golgari that do still conduct rituals to cause growth spurts in honor
Yeah.
of it.
It would probably be the Cilia.
Probably, yeah. I hadn't actually gone that deep into it, but probably, yeah.
Okay.
They're Gerard's council, but they would also be the ones that would probably try to keep that happening.
Yeah.
When
Traditions.
when we get there, I would also place down the Molotov Kriktral lab notes, so I have them there, and I'm also gonna put the destroyed ones gently on a table. I'm gonna see if I can recreate them somehow. It's a separate experiment for later.
Dovin turns to Valen and goes, "Do you want to take care of the one in the crate?"
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not an answer.
I detected no. Yes, I will do either. I am not fast.
All right.
I detected no ill magic from either of them.
All right, so I'll take care of the crate. You take care of the rug.
That's alright.
All right.
So I'm gonna cast Identify as a ritual, okay?
Same here.
Okay. Let's see here. Starting with the easy one first, the rug. I actually also bear in mind there are 3 magic items here.
Oh,
I'm casting
Chains.
on the lamp in particular in the crate.
I'm pointing out there is the rug, there's these chains around the lamp, and there's the lamp. All 3 of which identify as magical.
So I'm gonna do the rug, I guess. And
I mean, I can do the chains and the lamp because I'm not limited to how many times I can identify. So
Yeah, no, I can. Well, as a ritual, shit, I am limited. I can
Yeah.
only do one.
yeah.
How much?
I mean,
Four.
I mean, just
Yeah.
do one, and we'll yes for time saving. You do the first one at the same time, and the third one he does.
Yeah, I only get equal to my charisma, so I can only do 4. So
Just 1 second.
double check to make sure I'm not limited. Yep, I have no limit on how many times I can ritual cast.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, no, it's
Cool shit.
If you have the ritual caster sort of part of your class, then you cast
So,
it anytime.
I have
just
four.
time
I have four.
and materials.
So I have four spells I can cast, either Identify or Detect Magic, but I can do Identify as Ritual and Detect Magic as Ritual, because it states that I get Ritual versions of both. Does that mean I can do it in the Infinite then?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Okay,
if
so I can
it's
only do
part of your
4
class,
spontaneous. Yeah, okay, so I can do 4
then it's-
spontaneous casts and then 4 rituals. Okay, I
then
get
it's
it.
instant if it's used for your class feature.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
correct, yeah.
Yeah, I get
This
it.
is really helpful in certain situations.
Yeah.
All right, so starting with the easy ones, the rug. By the way, do you identify it still wrapped in the chains, or do you remove it from the chains first?
The lamp.
The
Both
rug.
the rug and the lamp are wrapped in chains.
Oh, is it difficult to get out, or is it just like I'm gonna take that out?
Well, it's like they have literally wrapped lengths of heavy chains around it with multiple padlocks.
Oh. It takes out the thieves' tools. Like I can. Oh no, sorry. I don't take out my thieves' tools because I have a special invention for this. I'll take out my my
He's gonna
everything
blow
everything
a
Nathan.
crater in
I take
my.
out my everything ton. And basically a bit of baton, but you press a button and just ding, dong, 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 dong. Things come out of it like
It's a
like
Swiss Army knife.
It's a Swiss
yeah.
Army toolkit, yeah.
I can open it up if you guys want, but should we do this before or after we talk to the big guys upstairs?
We're at the
Before.
spore farm now.
Yeah.
So
All right. So I should just get on it, I guess. So one little luck going around to the left, to the right.
And Jury waits like 30 seconds and then just cracks
it
open the
off.
lock.
Like, it's Sherlock Holmes things where he does it and someone just kicks in the door.
Mhm. Pretty much.
I'm gonna look in horror. I'm gonna go like, I don't even know.
Yeah,
I
does
do
it
not.
work with brute force? How about that?
Yeah, well, we'll even work with brute force trying to break open the padlock.
Yeah, I'm thinking, is it magical or?
I believe it was.
Um, Both sets of chains are magical.
Okay, so does anything happen when he tried to break it up?
Nothing.
This will go faster if I just get. Shut up, Wilhelm. It's my everything, Nathan. It just screams like, yes, I know you wanna pick locks, but just shut the fuck up. There we go. So, sorry.
I will say, given enough time, you are able to unlock these locks. My main question was, were you identifying the items while they are chained, or are you unchaining them and then identifying
In
them?
fairness, are we in any rush? Can't we just do identify,
really.
open, identify?
not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in that case, you identified before. It
Yeah,
was
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're identifying before, then we
Yeah,
open it, and then we identify the next thing, and then
Yeah.
continue
Yeah.
continue like that.
So I identify the chains first and then unlock the rug or the
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
say, in my case, I'm identifying the lamp first and then the chains, because I don't want like these chains binding something in that lamp, and then I go to release the chains and whatever it's holding.
Yeah, and plus
Yeah.
you have to touch the object for identify to work. So
Sure.
You identify. You begin by identifying the lamp within the chains,
Mm-hmm.
and the lamp identifies as a lamp of ever-burning light.
Why? And Dovin's just sitting there like, why would they chain this?
ever burning light.
Yeah, why would they?
That's a
chain-
minor magic item.
Yeah.
That's not nasty at all.
Right, but you know it's great for long nights when you
All right,
hunker
I
down.
identify the chains.
You identify the chains, and the chains identify as chains of binding and disguise.
Uh,
Oh, that explains that.
yes, if you remove it, then you will be able to see what it
Yeah.
is. So that sucks.
I mean, it was the best thing we could do.
So, do we care?
I mean, if you're.
We've
if
done dumber things, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
let's just take the chains off.
Right.
Yep.
Just chicka.
I mean, this is a secondary location for me, so I haven't even built a house here yet.
wait, was this the spore farm we stole from the?
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't steal it. They were dead, and it was up for grabs.
So it's a kind of new base at the moment.
Yeah.
Squatters' rights.
No, that's how the Golgari works in general.
It's
Yeah, I know.
If I do manage to kind of open it up, I will take the lamp and then I'll just throw it to Doan. Like, oh, this is nice. Here.
As soon as you take the lamp out of the chains, you notice that the etching on it begins to glow a swirling blue and red.
I did something. Dolan!
Don't
I draw my sword.
move, and I'm going to.
I'm going to hide
I'm gonna
behind
face
some
Paul.
I'm
barrels.
going to ritual cast identify on the lamp now.
I ain't got time for
Okay.
that. I'm just gonna cast identify.
Ritual cast takes 10 minutes, doesn't it?
Yeah, I ain't got time for that. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna cast identify, Casey.
What's happening? What's happening? You go stealth like Plagas.
Kim, this is what you get.
Oh shit. Oh you. Oh my god. Okay. I'm
You
gonna
might
look.
want to you might want to read through the whole thing because
Oh,
there
yeah,
are
I should,
multiple
I
bits
should.
to it.
Okay. Great.
I imagine we want to get that out of his hands now. This is
So
not the person we want
as I
holding this.
finish to identify, I'm gonna go. Oh shit.
I just wish what to do with this. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just saying that.
So who's holding this right now?
Yeah, he's just holding.
I am. I'm just.
I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna say, give it here.
No, I know I
Yeah.
want.
No one has attuned to it yet, so no one
Mhm.
can technically activate it as of
Yeah.
yet.
No, so I'm looking at it. Look, you will need to attune to it for it to be of any use. Just give it here.
Right.
Dovin looks at Vel and he goes, "What is it?"
It's a bloody item from hell, I tell you.
Oh.
That's
It literally grants its user infinite amount of wishes. Well,
Oh.
depends on who the user is.
Oh.
There's only one problem. They
Oh.
always backfire.
Oh.
I rolled insight.
I'm telling you the truth. I think the wish always backfires, no matter what you wish for.
Yeah.
It's not as if the item backfires. It's as if the
Dovin
user-
looks and goes, "Okay, so it uses the wish spell. Wrong wording causes a backfire. Not
Yes.
worth the risk."
It's worse than
Just from the player's perspective, to clarify,
Yeah.
What this actually it does give you two options. The more safe option is the spend 3 charges for effectively a limited wish, and then it regains 1 charge every 7 days.
Mhm.
Or you can use one of the 3 charges to summon the genie within the lamp and request an actual wish from that genie. After 3 of those have been granted, the lamp vanishes.
Yes, for 1,000
So you can have like 2 wishes and just keep the rest for as long as you want.
I mean, that's every bad guy in any.
Yeah,
sort of-
pretty much.
Cedric will go. Right, interesting. Could we put this on the laboratory table? Because I think
No.
this.
You're going to hand it to Velen.
Please, can I have the item? We need to put it to the side for now
well.
before we figure out how
Oh,
we.
I think that's
we are-
outside over there.
I will explain later. I just don't want anybody to abuse it.
Velen.
Okay.
Come on.
No fun. Here you go.
Oh, it's the doggy.
Casey,
Hello.
I'm gonna put it in
What?
the case I have to hold the items in.
Okay. Sorry, I have a distraction.
Okay.
It's a cute
We have
distraction. So it's,
advantage.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna put for now. If you're on the other guys are wondering, it's just a storage where I keep cursed items, etc.
Where?
Huh? It's just a bag. It's
Where?
literally just a
On
bag.
your person?
Huh? On the side, yeah.
I thought we were gonna keep it in. A safe,
No, no.
place.
As in, for now, nobody attunes to it. Nobody touches it, but we can't leave it open.
Right, we just put it in the. We can dig a little hole, put it down there. We can dig it out later. Are you just gonna run around with it in your
Is it
pocket?
all
No.
Yeah.
For now, we're gonna figure out how
Cedric?
it works and what we want to do with it.
You don't bury things in the Undercity.
Oh,
Things you bury in the Undercity have a nasty habit of coming back.
well, that would be interesting.
No.
Does that
I mean-
include
undead
corpses?
genie? Hmm.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
An undead lamp of wishes. That would be amazing.
Wow. That would not be
It can be only
amazing.
attuned to a lich.
Right.
What if
So,
could I mimic?
what does the
Mimic-
rug do, Casey?
It only
I'm
grants the exact opposite of what you wish for.
Is
Yeah.
is it a flying rug? Let me guess. It's a flying rug, is it?
It is, yes.
Yeah.
Hey.
So that one is fine. You can play with that one. I'm assuming it's the actual flying rug from the
Um,
magic item book, or is it?
do you question though? Do you identify the chains on the rug as well?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. We might as well do that as a thingy.
Ritual.
It's
The
Sure.
the chains on the rug appear to be chains of soul binding.
It's a
It's
sentient rug.
literally the.
Rug from Aladdin.
Dovin looks and goes, "That's a flying rug, and that's chain soul binding. That rug is sentient."
Yes, it
Ooh.
is.
So it's
It is-
basically imprisoned.
But it is flying, so with this I can show you the world.
Dovin walks up behind Malgar and slaps him in the head.
Shining,
Wow.
shimmering, splendid.
Another smack in the head.
I
Dovin's that guy.
I knew we would get this tonight, and I'm so happy for it.
Dovin is that guy.
Your fun is wrong.
Casey, can you show the lamp to everybody? Because I will explain through
I
every detail.
have. He did
yeah,
already.
everyone has.
Okay.
I'll let everyone see it. Just
Yeah.
because it's one of the items that, yeah, it would have to be explained.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Dad.
I'm gonna put it out. So, I have an idea for the lamp. I don't care who, what, where, but I believe that we should not use it unless it's absolutely necessary.
So you don't care who uses it, besides if they do it for what you want to do with it.
No, for what we
Plans.
want to. We, not I.
Well, like, right. I mean, I can think of one right now. How about the boiler works not blowing up?
Yeah,
about that?
that's what's gonna be my suggestion.
Right.
Yeah, Dovin looks good. Yeah, the problem is that the boiler works acted as a cover for us to get out. If we
Yeah,
negate
yeah.
that happening, we might not get out.
No. I'm thinking we could just if this is like I wish thing like you read in the stories, we
Consider-
could just wish for it to be like that again now.
Yes.
No.
And what the genie might do
So,
is rewrite it, and we
Uh-huh.
don't get out.
so
What?
you need to
Yeah.
understand that everything you wish for has a downside.
I see no
Everything,
downside with this.
everything that can backfire will backfire. So if you don't
Law
wish
of
for,
equivalent exchange.
Yeah. Yuri has the right idea. That's a weird thing to say out loud.
Can I make an Arcana check to see what Dovin knows about the wish spell itself?
I'll join you in that. I mean, we have general knowledge, but
One of you roll with advantage then.
I'll roll with advantage.
yeah, you roll it out.
Why don't we just use our first wish to wish that our other wishes don't backfire?
16.
With a
That's a
16,
good point also.
you do know that the wish spell can, if worded well, can create nearly any effect. But you also do know that even the greatest of wizards struggle to word wishes properly, and that the effectiveness of a wish, especially one cast that is being cast for you rather than by you,
Can easily be
often depends
manipulated.
on the temperament of the being that is casting the wish for you.
Okay. Dovin will turn to Zedric and go, Zedric, you need to understand something. The wish spell itself,
Mm-hmm.
if you are the one casting it,
Mm-hmm.
needs to be worded very, very particularly, or it will backfire. For instance, let's say you wish for immortality.
Mm-hmm.
The wish spell could backfire in a way that you are turned into a article of clothing that is sentient, that is immortal, that cannot be destroyed.
What kind
But
of
it might
clothing?
also make it where you are not conscious unless somebody is wearing you.
Hang on. What kind of clothing are we talking about here?
You can. It does not matter. The point is
Golgari
that
That's
it's
a
phone.
not.
great deal. I mean, I have style.
A Golgari's
is-
underwear.
The thing is, that's if
Oh,
you're the one
God.
casting it. If somebody else is casting it for you, now not only do you need to make sure that the wording is perfect, but you also need to watch their temperament because they can be a dick.
And the greater the wish, the harder the fall.
Right. But
The greater the wish, the harder it is to word. Even the best wizards have the hardest time wording the wish spell properly.
I want to tell everyone here about the story about the technician James and the technician Quarth. James has been working for 13 years in the cause. He's sadly divorced, but he's still a devout worker. He was a devout worker. Quarth,
You don't know
Cedric?
he's dead.
is a wife and 3 kids. He had a
Cedric?
wife and 3 kids.
Cedric, understand that, like, let's say you wish that the boiler works doesn't explode from that.
Mhm.
The genie might make the boiler works explode for another reason other entirely. It might be a larger explosion.
Or it could make it could make the boiler works implode instead of explode.
Exactly.
How about we just wish for...
You guys are giving me great ammunition here.
Actually, that story I said about the guy wishing for immortality and being turned into an article of clothing, that was from the web enhancement for Oriental Adventures.
I'm sorry, I don't know what that
It
is.
was it was
I'm familiar with Oriental Adventures was quite a nice book that got very underused.
yes.
Why don't we just wish for a deck of many things instead?
No.
All right,
No.
how about this? I really think we owe it to ourselves and everyone involved in this ordeal to at least explore the possibility to save lives. But maybe we shouldn't do anything
That
drastic.
is Plan Z. That
Oh.
is shit has hit the fan.
Guess how you spelled my name.
Z for Zedric, yeah.
That is shit has hit the fan. There is no way to fix it. Everything is fucked. The plane itself is about to explode. Nicol Bolas turns out to be a dragon god trying to rule the place with zombies. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Pretty
That would never
specific.
happen.
It's pretty specific for
but
random conjecture.
until we don't have to use those wishes from the genie, as far as I understand, we can use just the lower form.
Even then, there's still a risk.
I mean, I'm just saying here, we have a chance to go.
I will say that you would understand from your Arcana that the bullet points under the limited wish part, under the first
Yeah.
part there, the first 3 bullet points are pretty straightforward.
And I'm waiting
fourth,
for it.
Only the
I'm
fourth bullet point. So duplicate a sorcerer or wizard spell 6th level or lower. Duplicate any other spell 5th level or lower. Undo the harmful effects of a Gaius, Quest, Insanity, etc. Those 3 are pretty straightforward. You're not really going to get messed with if you do those. It's the produce any other effect where you have to word it correctly.
Though, and I will even say, like, those, the ability to duplicate spells of a certain strength, or the ability to break a geese, those are our only safe options from that. Everything else can backfire.
That's so Galgore of you. I mean, sometimes you can't play it safe. Sometimes you just gotta go for it.
Zedric,
Well,
Alright, I'll drop it.
You
I'll
should
drop it.
play it safe until you have absolutely no choice.
I mean, people are dead. Things are blowing up.
When you are dealing with something that literally rewrites reality, you play it safe. You take your is it mentality and say, nah, not this time.
That doesn't sound very easy.
How about this? We'll think about it. We'll sleep on the thing.
We've already thought about it.
I
It's
mean,
Plan Z.
I haven't
It
really.
is Plan Z.
Lancy. Sekerikov. Cedric plan. Sorry. Cedric plan. There we go. Cedric plan.
No,
And
no,
Cedric. Right,
No,
I got
no.
it. I understand what you mean.
no.
Yeah.
that
No,
is
no, no.
not what I
I
mean.
got you. I got you.
I just have to point out that Madman even misspelled his own name in that plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's a right. I change names so often, so I mean, yes. Right.
Don't-
All right. Let's go talk to the conclave.
Yep. You mean the
You want,
pact?
you, you want
Valen,
to
what
wish
do you
to go
wanna
talk to the conclave?
What do you want to do with the lamp for now, Valen? Because right now it's feeling like you and me are the only sane ones here.
It's because we're the only one that understands magic.
I don't understand it. You zap, and you go, and you.
No, you understand the destructive side. You don't understand the fickle side of magic.
I understand magic well enough.
I fickle with things.
No,
I
see,
fickle with things.
magic isn't as easy as people make it out to be.
But for the moment, anyway, we should just leave the lamp be.
Look,
And
it's very simple. The lamp, as it is right now, can be useful, but it can also be very harmful. I am not willing to take the risk of harm just to see some good come. I won't sacrifice 1,000 people to save 5.
I'm willing
As,
to.
as
do
you're
some
having this
good
conversation,
for some harm.
Everyone roll me perception.
Shit. Casey.
perception.
Oh, that's
I know
persuasion.
I know we didn't pay attention to the lights that were glowing on the things, okay? I'm aware. I shouldn't have said that, should I?
I got a 16.
17.
Okay.
Hey, Velen doesn't seem sure.
Everyone except for Malgar and Velen. You hear footsteps approaching.
Hide the thing. Hide the goods.
I draw my
I mean, it's in
blade.
his bag, so
Yeah, I've literally put it in the bag where I put all magical.
No. I'm talking about the
papers.
notes that he has spread out on the thing. He's like
I
throwing over a rug. Like, all right.
Dovin's
safe.
gonna turn in the direction of the footsteps.
You turn in the direction of the footsteps, and you see Narcissus Vin walking towards you.
Oh, good, it's you.
Yes, this is not where I expected to find you.
Yes.
I assumed that once you were released from your unjust confinement, you would seek me out.
Well, we're technically
We had something that we did need to take care of first, and then we were heading to you. Because I would like to have a nice, long talk with you.
Yes, I heard something about some kind of lamp.
That has
What,
nothing to do with the talk I want to have with you.
I see. What talk is it that you wish to have with me, then?
Why don't the Azorius and the Simic know who you are?
Because there are many tasks which the Azorius and the Simic are ill-equipped to handle.
Okay, because our mission was a total cluster because of you.
I assumed that your mission was, as you put it, a cluster, because rather than infiltrate and observe to find out what was going on, you approached by stumbling in like a herd of elephant and causing more problems than you sorted.
Oh no, we infiltrated, we observed, and then we ran into an Azorius. And when we tried to say that we were working for the office of the Guild Pact, he confiscated any evidence we had, and from that point on, it all fell downhill. They didn't know that we were on a mission. They didn't know what we were doing there.
Do you
And we had
think
no way to prove what we were doing. That was why we got arrested. That was why everything fell apart.
I seem to recall that in your first run-in with the Azorius, although yes, some items were taken for evidence, you were not arrested, and you were recognized as members of the Guild Pact. You
Yes.
were
Well,
only
unfortunately, we have
encountered
another problem.
difficulty when you attacked the Azorius after running from them.
I will ask you a very simple question. Was this supposed to be a clandestine mission?
This was a mission which possesses an urgency which cannot be held in the Azorius bureaucracy.
Was this meant to be a clandestine mission? A mission of
This-
stealth? A mission of subterfuge?
This was meant to be a mission of expedience in order to prevent trouble and chaos, which you have now caused.
As far as I don't know what caused that. So we are not taking the blame for that one.
Well, we have discovered fair bit of what they were, at least who was planning to sabotage the boiler works. This what was his name? Kriktral, Moltov Kriktral, and we have his notes, at least some of them. And we discovered a box that apparently contained some sort of portal that they were, I assume, planning to use in order to break into Anazori's vault.
Cricktron. Molotov. Is it Prodigy?
Yes.
Right, he was very impressive. And his box kind of shoot through the.
Prodigy, not prodigy.
Look, he was there. He was there making experiments to try and discover something. I don't know what exactly he needed, but he seemed to be needing a lot of power for what he was after. He was the
believe
one,
he had been expelled from the
and he was the one that started causing the difficulties for us when we were there. The expedience that you required would have happened more discreetly if it wasn't for the fact that he put his finger in.
Right, just to make clear, so this name is clear. He is expelled, but he still did his cool shit. I mean, wrong shit. That is cool.
Dovin
Also-
walks up and smacks me upside the head.
It was cool, alright? He had the thing in
Was-
his arm and did
was-
these things.
Is he working with Androzol? Androzol.
No.
Isn't
We
that-
don't know.
Well,
Androsol, sorry. No, I don't know.
We
he
don't
was
know.
giving orders to this. What was his name?
He had
Goblin
the Grimbob.
Grimbob.
He had one of the Goblin foremen one of the Goblin shift managers named Grimbob working with him.
Yeah.
They had planted the box and were stealing the parts in order to get the Azorius to come there in the first place.
Yeah.
Their plan
And-
was then to use the box to transport themselves into an Azorius vault. We know this because when we set up the sting to see what was going on, Grimbob popped his head out of the box and said, "This does not look like the vault."
No. And Grimbob is, I assume, in Azorius containment right now. We have the box in question, not here at the moment. It is being safeguarded by my superior at the CIMIC.
You kept your evidence from the Azorius only to give it to the Simic.
No.
When I discovered that no one really knew about you. At least on my, I was unsure whether we could actually trust you.
Not
And
all of the workings of defending this place happen in the daylight.
I know very well.
If you wanted us to work in the night, you picked two of the wrong guilds to have do that.
I
And he points to Jury and Cedric.
No, kind of Cedric goes, and kind of points to Velen. I was the only one here who did my thing.
So, in
You guys
fairness,
are-
Velen is not a part of the frontline crazy stuff. He's just the.
Hey,
He's just one that
Cedric.
confesses to everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
he's kind of a bit too honest for his own good, I
Yeah.
guess.
Cedric was the only one who tried at least to do the whole infiltration bit. Okay.
Anyhow,
This has
You-
become one almighty mess.
Yes.
so sorry, can I just ask? You wanted us to expedite a certain look because you were afraid of items going missing from the what's it called again? Boiler Works.
Yep.
Mhm.
But nobody had any idea that there were ex members that apparently are doing works outside of the law, in the shadows, as you call it.
Yeah.
On our end. Now, I must start to think that we even covered a greater plot, at least that's what it feels like. So my question then implies, did we not accomplish the mission? May not been the way you wanted it to, but it still was accomplished.
The very sabotage which we were attempting to prevent has now occurred. Either
But wait,
your methods were responsible, or you have played into their hands and accomplished their task for them.
the sabotage happened after we were there, not during. There's a timeline to consider, the fact that we were not present at the time when anything happened, and we had not been present for some time either.
And yet a chain of events had been set in motion by your actions.
Kind of whispering
Wow.
to the rest of the guys, "Good, just fix it." I mean, I don't know what we're
Is we uncovered the
Hey.
threat, we reported the threat, and then we put the threat in to the right hands to make sure that it was stopped. Our help is not the reason that this happened. It is the incompetence of the people preventing the threat.
Which is technically us.
No, it's the people after. So we
It's
basically,
the Azorius that were there.
yes, that's
Because
basically
there
what I'm
were,
saying.
and Dovin's even gonna say there were still Azorius there. So
We
if
told
something
them
happened
everything.
with them, if something happened after we were already locked up, that falls on them.
We already told them everything. We gave them all the evidence. We even showed them where they were supposed to, all except the key evidence linking to the person behind it, which we plan to give to them anyhow, as long as we were able to be trusted.
My network informs me that the explosion occurred in the levels beneath the hidden laboratories. Is this not the area where you had been?
Beneath the hidden laboratories.
Yes.
That tank that we were at was beneath.
Yeah, well, sorry, I'm just
But
gonna check.
no.
Okay,
I
that's
fixed
where
that
we were.
thing. It was fine when I left it. It wasn't exploding at the time. I mean, a lot of things are not exploding at the time. I mean, you're not exploding at the time.
When we were there, when we were taken, that tank was intact.
I
There
will
was
swear under oath and under a zone of truth, I do not honestly believe that we caused this, because we left it alone.
I will.
We
do,
did-
I'm
we did a
sure
lot
we
of
will
other things,
all
but-
do the same. I am sure that we will all testify that we are not responsible for that tank exploding.
Can you all swear to that?
I'm sorry, I was looking at Velen and his hair does this thing where it waves and he turns his head and it just keeps going, which is weird.
Yeah.
And he does
Jury-
look to each of you in turn.
I can swear to it. No problem.
Drake kind of has his greatsword kind of like planted in the ground with his chin leaning on the hilt, just kind of starting to fall asleep. All this talking is just making him.
Tobin goes up.
He just-
Jury,
He
Jerry.
just stands and stares at you.
Jury. You okay
Bro.
with testifying in a zone of truth that we didn't cause that explosion?
No. What?
No, we didn't cause it, or
What?
I think we need specifics, like explosions have been caused, but
are you okay with standing in a zone of truth and saying that we did not cause the explosion that happened while we were in jail?
Sure.
I'll take
Zederick?
whatever it is.
yeah,
Same thing?
your hair doesn't do the same thing as Velen's. Right, I can say with 100% certainty that I'm mostly sure that the thing that when I hit it with the thing, that it didn't do the bad thing, but the good thing that didn't cause a chain reaction that resulted into the eventual thing that caused the explosion.
I'm pretty sure that's a yes on his part.
We're basically speaking the same words here. I don't. Why are you repeating my words?
And he looks at Malgar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am very sure that none of them caused the explosion.
Dovin
Nice.
turns and goes, Why did you say none of them? Why didn't you say none of us? What did you do?
Well, I had to create a slight distraction
Why did you? Oh.
in order to get out. And it was supposed to be just a minor leak that I assumed they would be able to fix
Fantastic.
quite swiftly. But since you guys elected to attack the Azorius, I did not want to have any part of that, so I had to find my own way out. Which was difficult, being heavily
So-
patrolled.
So you screwed with a thing that was specifically said, don't screw with. Again.
Well,
Don't touch the acid stuff.
yeah. I suppose the Izzet should build their stuff a bit more solidly.
The is it build things in two ways. They explode or they fall apart.
Well, I assumed they would be able to fix that quite swiftly. As I said, it was just a small
Just
leak
blow
in
up
one
the
of those.
entire boiler works.
I did not. For all I know, there could have been some other. This happened quite a bit after I left from there, so I think there might have been something else at work as well. But I'm certain it did not help. Oh, sorry.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Well, technically, that I mean, we can help fixing it.
Well, 4 out of 5 of us completed our mission.
Well, I didn't know if you would be actually detained by the Azorius for several months. So my plan was to simply get back and report to Narcissus. And but when I met up with you outside the Guild Pact, well, things changed. You showed me this.
Can I make an
This
Arcana check to
lamp.
know what his charm would do?
Yeah, I'd say you could use Arcana to figure that out.
19.
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen a Simic charm in use before.
You had a charm. You could have just gone mist form and worked your way out through the cracks of the building.
Those cracks were not as easy to get through as you might have.
Cracks in
Expected.
doors, cracks in grates, the ventilation system.
Well,
Yeah,
there
what's done
were.
is done. Let's move on with this.
It wasn't quite as easy as you're making it out to be. They
I
were
mean-
still heavily patrolled. They were guarding the area where I was being stuck, so I had to create a slight distraction to get out.
Yes, well, I suppose in your slight favor, most of the guards from that area are now dead, so are unlikely to recognize you again.
So
What is done is done. We need to know, first off, where Molotov has gone. And second off, if he is working at Quart's direction, or if he is working alone.
on whose direction did you say that?
Androzal Quart.
Okay, see.
That's the site foreman. You do know that.
Okay.
That's the guy with the split personalities that you met.
Oh shit. Okay.
I have a question though, because at the time I critted my knowledge arcana. Did I know where he was going? Because I was the one that found out that he was casted.
How would you
to
know where a
Elixir level.
teleportation were going?
Yeah,
So-
you wouldn't necessarily
yeah,
know that.
there's no way to track it, is there?
No.
Wish there was.
Without examining the runes that you had on the item, you wouldn't have been able to figure that out, even with a crit.
Right. I mean, our boy here, Velen, has a great connection with well, at least one of the Untold Souls. So maybe they can just hit it up, talk some smack, get some juice. If you get what I mean. I speak the lingo.
I
on
would
the down
not recommend returning to the Boiler Works to meet with them. You will need to try to find Quart away from the works if you wish to speak with him again.
To be honest,
I
I
would
think the
ex- I would
boiler works should
exercise
be cut off
extreme
from anyone.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I said I think the boiler works should be cut off from anyone. It is too unstable for even anyone to handle.
why.
Unfortunately, to cut off the Boiler Works would be to destroy power for the entire city.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, with a third of it out of commission, there is already chaos.
Can
How
I-
about what do you want us to do here next? Just find this Molotov guy and just ask him what's up?
You need to find Molotov. You need to determine if he was, in fact, the cause of all of this, and if he is working with Quart or working alone.
We have a problem though that needs to be sorted out.
Mm-hmm.
As
And
of
that
right now,
is-
As of 4 out of 5 of us are fugitives.
Yes, that does seem to be an unfortunate problem on your part.
I have name tags. We can disguise ourselves under different names. I am no longer named as Thomas. I am now
Really?
Rebecca.
You care to jest in a moment.
You very much look like a Rebecca, I'd say.
I only have so many name tags.
I was not expecting Rebecca. All right,
Well-
that's a good one.
I think that broke a couple of us.
Sorry.
We need to clear our names.
And I think our best course of action is to go with that box, see what my superiors have found out about how to activate it and where it leads. They're trying to identify it as we speak. Because, well, I don't mind handing it over to the Guild Pact offices if that is what you require.
I mean, basically, we just need someone who's good at the, woobly woobly to know where the thing goes, right? So, if your guy is good at the woobly woobly, we can go and figure out. Just jump through the box.
Sorcerers.
They always believe things are that easy, don't they?
It's super easy. Look at this. Like, I just thought that.
Yes. Can we?
Zedric.
Yeah.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god damn
shit.
it!
Fuck you.
You fail. You take 7 psychic damage.
I'm down.
How are you took a short rest.
No?
We were in jail. It counted as a short rest.
Yeah.
but
But you did roll a hit die.
Yeah, I didn't roll any hit die.
God,
And
I can't.
I do woobly woobly.
Okay, what do you say? Hang on. What is your vicious mockery?
Spare the
Woobly
dying.
Hang on. What's your vicious mockery?
This is my woobly woobly.
Yeah.
Something like
Woobly woobly.
Ah!
Spare the dying.
Jury, this is the second time you have used lethal force to attack someone in your who are supposed to be
wounds.
companions.
Yes.
Look,
out of
can you
muscle memory,
please-
yes.
I'm
Regain
gonna
7
go.
hit points.
and 10 for me afterwards.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, guys.
Can you, jury, stop it?
What? It was funny.
Hang on. Like out of muscle memory, it's just like he has to
So I'm just standing here. This guy, like, he must be really impressed with everything that's going on.
Oh yeah, you can tell that he's loving this.
Yeah.
He kind of clears his throat after a few moments and says, "If you are finished now."
I saw the other side.
Yeah, the second I said
I
yes to this mission, I got.
I did not
finished.
expect my uncle there.
If you wish to speak with Androzov Court away from the boiler works, he can be found at midweek in his offices at the Prism University.
And you are aware that he has different personalities depending on his
Cranial implant.
technological. Yeah,
Yes, I am.
because it does not seem like he is aware.
Some of him is.
I'm assuming the initial base personality is, but the others are not.
I'm not exactly sure that anyone knows which is the base personality anymore.
Fantastic.
I would recommend that you travel discreetly should you wish to visit him.
So in a group.
I would also recommend that should you wish to examine this box, you find such important evidence, that the university may provide an option for that as well. And he actually turns and he looks to Zedric and he says, I'm sure that one of your professors would be able to study the item thoroughly.
Oh.
For player reference, the Prism University is where a lot of Izzet train.
Oh, okay. Right, sure. I mean, that sounds fair. I mean, gonna hit with a hammer and see what happens, but yeah. I mean, maybe a blowtorch, maybe 2, maybe 3.
If you are able to provide me with evidence on whether or not Court is involved with Molotov, Then I will assure you that your names will be cleared of previous wrongdoing.
I'm not really too worried about the name. Pretty sure I already have a couple warrants. But,
Dovin kind of just looks Jury up and down and goes, "Only a couple?"
Guild dealt with a few of them. So.
Right. I
A
mean,
couple
you
are outstanding. But,
think you killed me twice today.
You want to file that with the Azorius?
No. I don't.
The moment someone says that, Jury turns to Zedric and goes, just shakes his head. Like,
I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I don't wanna.
I don't want to do it, Mom.
I don't wanna do it. I wanna do it.
no, sir, there was nothing wrong. Nothing happened here today.
I ran into the door very hard.
Yeah.
I fell down the stairs and landed on very vicious mockery.
But your arms cut off. Yeah, the door was very sharp. Yep.
Yeah.
mhm.
And this is why the crime rate on Ravnica is so low. No one wants to report a crime.
No one wants to report the Rakdos because they're
Yep.
afraid that the Rakdos will make them bleed in
I
parts
mean-
that shouldn't bleed.
Fearsome reputation. I mean,
I was on about the fact that no one wants to deal with the paperwork either.
This is also true. I don't know what's worse, the Rakdos hurting people or the Azorius paperwork.
But between the two of them, no crime.
yep. Oh, you also can't forget about Gruul. They're rampaging.
To be fair, the Gruul just kind of do property damage.
Mm.
Unless you happen to be in the property.
Yep.
It's your own fault at that point.
Right. I mean, sounds like a plan, right? So.
Mhm.
Well, I think we need some proper, shall we say, rules of thumb going forward. Concerning if we should be potentially apprehended by the Azorius yet again, let us try not to go in for the kill.
And we don't kill each other. Look
Yeah.
at Yuri.
Ah.
Yeah, Cedric is about to go.
I would greatly appreciate if you killed no more of the city's law enforcement. Or in fact,
They're
if
so
you could
annoying.
attempt to avoid killing any of the citizens of the city.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at Yuri.
Aw.
Dovin just kind of looks at it and says, and he goes, despite what people think about the Golgari, we kind of actually don't like killing people.
I'm still looking at Yuri. The same cannot be said for him.
Yeah.
Right, so it was very nice seeing you again. Do you have like a badge, like where it says like, "Oh, I'm super awesome," and do as I say?
So, what's it called again? The guy from the girl pack? I can't remember.
Necessus Ven.
Yeah, Necessis man. I have a question. Is there
Yes.
some sort of diplomacy or badge or something that we can have?
But
Should
Bella
that
just
sort of
asking is the
us?
same question as I was, just much less cool.
In the short term, is there any available things that we can use?
Once your names have been cleared, we can see about something of that effect. But while you are yet fugitives, we cannot have you bearing the mark of the Guild Pact.
Well, I can do it.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm Rebecca now.
Right. And in what case would you say that the best course of action to clear our name is to catch the culprit? Is my assumption.
As I said, I will be working on the clearing of your names. In the meantime, I need you to determine for me if Moltov is working with Androzov Court. Bring me that information, and I will make sure that your names are cleared.
Okie dokie.
And
Question, though.
if we come across this Molotov, are we to apprehend him and bring him to the Guild Pact offices, or what do you want us to do with him in case we encounter him again?
Apprehend him, if possible, but do not turn him over to the Azorius, as at this time he is not charged with any crimes. We must ensure that he has been charged properly before turning him over.
Okay, not to
In which case, we'll
Azorius.
bring him back here.
Very well.
Now I have a
Should-
question.
Should you need to contact me, and he hands you a small stone.
Sending stones, yeah.
He says, "This will function only once a day, but it will allow you to contact me should you need."
I have one more question. What if only one of Quartz's personalities is involved in this?
Then he would have to be detained until such a time as that personality could be isolated from the others.
Right, so we just get the crazy person, and then we'll just do some.
Dovin turns to Cedric and goes, I mean, if we're just getting a crazy person.
Oh, yeah. Hey, wait a minute. No, what do you mean? I don't get it.
Well,
We lost Kim. Dovin goes, all right, well, before we go to find any of this out, I'm assuming out of character, how much time do we have before he would be at his university office?
2 days.
2 days, cool. Because
Basically, he's only at the offices on a Wednesday, and you're currently on a Monday.
all right, cool.
You're on Monday evening at this point.
Because I need to turn a key rune over to my superiors in the Golgari, and I'm assuming I report to Izoni, don't I? She is the Makta.
Either Azoni or one of her. I'm not sure that you probably could report directly to her, but on day-to-day matters, there would probably be
There is another one.
one of her assistants that would basically, if it's not anything major, you wouldn't necessarily need to report directly to her. But if it's something big, then yes, you would have the authority to go straight to her.
I think though that. Oh, there we go. Hi, Kim.
So yeah, sorry guys, my internet died down. It's raining like mad outside, so I might be weather affected.
We have voice, but we don't have any camera on you.
I've got it.
I do.
Yeah, it's in the top right corner.
Yeah.
Oh.
Remember?
Yep, gotta drag it down.
yeah, that was-
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Sorry. guys. Anyhow.
Are there any more questions that we have to? Oh yeah, hang on. I wrote down how you pronounce his name, and this is how. Yeah.
Sessusvin.
Yeah, this is Ven. Gotta pronounce it Ven.
Any other questions before he turns to go?
Like, do we have any walking around money for
I
disguises?
I have one question for him. Necessus, before you go, who do you report to?
That is not your concern.
I report to the Guild Pact.
I have another question. How expendable are we
Completely.
in your? Just to be clear on that.
Completely.
When it comes down to it, for the good of Ravnica, anyone is expendable.
Even you?
Even me.
And what about my question?
He reaches into the sleeve of his robes and pulls out a small sack and just tosses it to you.
Thank you.
10 copper pieces.
No.
As he turns to go, he does reach in and he pulls another scroll out of his other sleeve and he says, "Something to temper your enthusiasm going forward." And he hands you a scroll and then turns to depart.
Who hands you a scroll?
Who would have been closest to him during this
Probably
conversation?
Dovin.
Velen.
Either Dovin or Velen.
Right, the two of you roll a d20 to see who he hands it to. Higher number is the one he hands it to. Dovin.
Oh, Dovin! Wow.
That's faith for you right there.
Yeah.
Dovin, you have a look at the scroll he's handed you.
Yep.
It's a preliminary list of the dead from the Boiler Works.
Oh, how many?
68.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
And he turns to leave.
what's that? What you're holding?
Dovin walks up to Malgar and goes, "Remember the next time you need to make an escape? Here's 68 reasons to think it through better." And he
Yeah.
hands him the scroll.
And remember the next time to don't let the Azorius know I'm there. So it is easier for me to sneak out.
We all have our reasons to do what we need to do. The only thing I would say is, as long as nobody dies from it, that's fine.
Well then, a lot of people died.
Pretty sure.
Now that the big shot is gone, we should talk about this lab thingy because It-
Discussion about the lamp is over.
no,
Yep.
there's
And
a lot of people dead here, and the boiler works are down to 1/3, to 2/3 capacity. There's a lot of upset here.
The lab is a last measure.
This is the last measure. There's a
No,
lot of
it's
people
not.
dead. Yes, there is. I
Look,
full-heartedly disagree with you.
look. Do you want to die?
I don't. That's part of living. Almost
no, I'm
dying all the
asking you
time.
right now, at this very instant, do you want to die?
And
Are you
Dovin reminds
are
you
you
that
thre-
you
No,
I
I'm
threat-
not.
I
I'm
tried,
not
like, 2
giving you a
minutes ago.
threat. I'm asking you genuinely. Do you have a death wish and want to die right now?
I do not. No.
No.
Cedric, how would you word it?
No.
Uh,
Let me say, if we go ahead casting this wish,
Mhm.
there is a high, very high potential that he can say fine, and we end up being dead before we did anything there. If you never were born or you died this instant, you will not have been a part of causing the accident. Ergo, it never happened.
But we have the chance to save a lot of lives here.
At the cost of your own, yes.
No, I don't think so. I think that's very pessimistic. I
No,
think that's a defeatist
that's
attitude.
reality.
I don't think so.
Do you see? No, I don't know why I'm asking you, Anisi, to see logic. I'm gonna touch my forehead.
You're saying there is a chance to save a lot of people, and you don't want to do it because you're scared, like, oh, consequences, I might die. Well, we might all die all the time. You might choke on a fucking apple and die.
There is
Cedric, how would you phrase the wish?
Uh, like what? Like how do you mean?
How would you phrase the wish?
Like if you will, oh, give me a wish, and I were to tell you,
How would you phrase the wish?
um,
Your
Ha-
exact wording that you would give this.
all right. Hi, I'm Cedric, right? I keep forgetting. I changed my name a while back. See, it was funny thing actually because
The wording of the
I-
wish.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, how about we stop
This is
wasting
the
time
wording
and
he was-
don't
he's
care
talking about.
about the wish. Just take the damn thing with us and forget about it for now.
You have a hard time staying focused, don't you, Cedric?
What?
Yeah.
Cedric, you need to understand that if you rephrase any part of that wish wrong,
Mm-hmm.
it will backfire. If you were to just simply say something like, I wish those 68 people weren't dead, they would all probably be raised as zombies. If you were to say something like, I wish those 68 people never died, they would probably all just never have been born in the first place.
See, what I would say is like, I wish they weren't dead, but not like dead, but living
No,
like me,
it-
like a living person with
you
flesh
can't-
and like a soul and like a real thing,
You
and
can't,
be a cool guy and like be my friend, and like we could do things
and
together.
you've
And
already
this is
entered
why-
about 3 different wishes.
And this is why we are not gonna use the lamp in your hands.
Well, you're not gonna use it at
Enough.
all.
To
You're
be
not
fair, I don't think any of us should be in possession of the lamp.
Exactly.
Yes, well, until we have a way to destroy it, we're kind of stuck with it.
So I have the opportunity to decurse or remove magic from items, but not from this one. I already checked. It's too powerful. That's why I'm keeping it where it is. But at least it can't be activated where it is at this point.
Is it possible to release the genie from the lamp?
That could end poorly. Depending on the
Yes.
mentality of the genie, that could end very poorly.
See, I thought about this. If we do, it can end up with the genie having almost infinite powers in this world and becoming a new, well, Bulas, I guess.
The genie could have a mindset similar to the Rakdos, and we've set that free on the world.
Well, is it possible to converse with the genie without using any wishes?
No.
No.
If you summon the genie, you have to make a wish.
No, you don't. I will clarify that for you. Summoning the genie uses a charge, but it does not force you to make a wish at that time.
But that doesn't mean some dude, I don't know who would be that dude, just shouts from the back, "Hey, I wish."
Well, no, only the person who is attuned to the lamp
All right.
can make the wish.
Right. I still think this is wrong. Well, like we have the chance to save a lot of people, a lot of lives,
We
and
do.
we're not doing it because we're
But let's
fucking
do it the right
shit.
way.
This is not the right way. Not doing anything isn't the right way. It's the coward's way.
Cedric,
We never said do not do anything.
Yeah. Well, you're not doing anything. They're dead. We
I'm
can
not
bring it
using
back
the
to life.
lamp.
You're not doing it because you're sissy. La la la. I'm Velen. I am a sissy. I'm scared of saving people
Dovin
because
just
I am a
quack.
coward.
Yuri. Forget what I said earlier.
that's going to be a running gag now. I'm letting that be known.
You need to make the like the leather paper slap fan in Japan comedy, where it just creates a loud thwack but doesn't actually hurt.
Well, I suggest we all go back to the Simic and see what my
stop.
superiors have learned so far about the box.
Mm.
Start there.
I think first what we should do is meet back at the Simic, but we should all go see our respective guilds. Because we've burned through some resources and we kind of need them restored.
Mine blew up.
Yeah, I was about to suggest that we go check the box, meet up again tomorrow, and take it from there.
I would say meet up tomorrow after we've all seen our guilds. Probably
Yeah, fair enough.
3 hours past noon. Would
So
probably give us all time to do what we need to do.
in fairness, I'm not going back to my superiors. Of the simple reason and the simple mindset of the fact that
You're currently a fugitive.
my superiors are used to my superiors are used to us being in deep shit. Because any person from our guild usually ends up in a lot of trouble before they get out of it. So it's not the first time. So they know that I will be actively in the middle of something if I'm wanted. And that's not even telling the truth. On truth, it's actually a thing for us.
Yeah.
Get away with shit. And the worse it is,
Are you a Boros? You're having a bad day.
yeah, pretty much.
That is pretty accurate, especially as a bloody Wojak.
Uh,
I mean, look what happened to poor Argus Koss.
it's like in my favor of the Boros, overseeing criminal offenses, learning pieces of information from the watch, letting you sleep safely while hiding from the authority, making arrests unlawfully. You can get away with all of this crap from the favor of the Boros because of the fact of how we are.
I have a key rune I have to turn into my guild. I need to get my charm refilled. I need to get some more supplies. I need to check on my rot farm. I need to finish setting up out here as much as possible.
Yeah.
I would say we meet 3 hours after noon tomorrow,
Fair enough.
and that should give us all time to do anything we need to do. Ellen, if you want, because you don't want to go back to your guild, you can help me do what I need to do here. I can try and show you some of the way around the Undercity so you can try to navigate on your own.
Last time I was in the Undercity, I was locked with mephitic gases. That's how I ended up with this place.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying if you want, I can show you how to navigate some of it.
Absolutely. Please tell me that we get our long rest now, so I can get my bloody divinities back.
Question about
you certainly
those-
can take a long rest. You are coming into evening, so
those charm, the one I used earlier.
It's a one-time use.
Yeah, okay.
It's one off, yeah.
until your
It's not-
guild decides to return it to you.
Which is why I'm hoping, like, when I return the key rune, they'll refill it.
Yeah, because you've used yours as well, haven't you?
Yeah, that was what caused the gas.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm not gonna go back to this yet because we blew up the whole place and and
Yeah, they might not restore your key rune right
Yeah.
now. If
Well, you didn't use your charm. Your charm is still good.
Yes, I did.
You did?
They do.
Oh, lightning bolt.
I am not used mine. Don't even remember what it does. Don't know if that's a good thing.
Crusader's Mantle or Haste, alternatively, Guiding Bolt.
it also heals you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my guild thing. That
Yeah, your charm
Yeah.
is what's on your card on the landing page.
Kieran, that one.
No, we're talking about the charms, the stuff that's
Oh,
on
the
the
charm that you have on you. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
the one that's on the on your card on the landing page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the guiding bolt is bloody amazing.
Yeah, it is. But
Yeah.
once you've used it, you don't have it again unless your guild gives it to you again.
They're not gonna give it to. Well, yeah, actually, to Boros they might. Just
Just gonna
because they're idiots.
go get a
There's
drink.
charm.
I mean, there's no real way for any of us to move around without being in disguise, right?
I mean, just keep your head low and don't do anything stupid. Most of the people who'd be able to identify us kind of blew up with the boiler works.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things that he did say is that basically the people who would know you on sight are mostly dead.
Mm.
So as long as
by
you don't
na-
go around
And the 10th,
using your names or
Yeah. Okay.
in distinguishing ways.
Yeah.
the 10th district is a giant place. It's very unlikely that like the 4 people that saw us when we were in the precinct are going to know us. We're going to run into them for quite a while.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what you're telling me? Don't be an idiot and summon my cat.
Yeah.
That would probably be a giveaway. Yeah, because that's
Yeah.
quite a distinct thing. Yeah.
In that case, I'm just gonna get materials to fix my ball.
Okay. So I'll figure you're gonna take a long rest here before
Yeah.
you start.
Oh
heading
yeah.
out. And then you'll spend the next day doing whatever it is you need to do. I'll ask you each to give me a message, a private message on Skype, to let me know what it is you're wanting to do for that next day, and then we can handle that through the week. and then we'll pick back up at the end of that day, or possibly the following morning, depending. Next week's session. Now, I am aware that we need to close out in 20 minutes anyway.
Oh, she rescheduled.
Oh no, she rescheduled.
I said
that's right.
I said that at the
Yeah,
beginning.
that's right. I forgot all about that. Yeah, so we don't actually need to do that. So in that case, we can go ahead and get some of that done now. Then, okay, never
Okay.
mind. I was thinking we had to wrap up early, and I'd forgotten that was canceled.
Yeah. She rescheduled until like 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So, which is
Right.
great because I haven't gone to sleep yet. So after this is done, I'm knocking the hell out.
All right. So let's just go in the list that it is on my screen. Velen, what are you spending the next day doing?
Meditating, sharpening swords, getting my spells back, making sure that everything's identified. Think I'm gonna ask the guys if we want to release the carpet. Because if that has a mind on its own, it...
Oh no, Vele, don't think about the consequences. People, you might die. Think about your life, man.
You're an idiot.
Your precious life, Velen. Your precious life.
I'm fine with releasing the magic rug.
Yes, of course it's fine releasing something that's imprisoned. Because doing the right thing shouldn't be a discussion. It's just be something that you do.
Which is what I'm doing.
No, you're not. But you know, you're getting there.
Dovin turns to Zedric and goes, one of the things that might happen if you wish those 68 people not to die is another 68 people might die in their place.
You don't know that. You're just speculating. You don't know.
You always assume the worst with a wish spell.
Have you ever wished for something?
History.
One of the members of my guild wished for lichdom. Do you know what happened to him?
Well, I guess something bad because you're bringing it up.
He got turned into lichen.
Well, I mean, don't wish for bad shit then. We're wishing for good shit.
It wasn't wishing for... It's because he didn't phrase it.
Right.
If you don't phrase a wish spell properly, you have to assume the worst.
See,
Even if you think you've phrased it properly, assume the worst.
Right, we just need to phrase it right then. That's all.
You still assume the worst. Because also, you're not the one casting the wish spell. It's something else casting the wish spell. You are at the beck and call of their personality.
Can we stop wasting time on this wish, because
know
we're
it?
not going to use it either way, so...
Anyway, let's release the rug.
Yeah.
Sure doesn't care. Dre most likely would have a show to do around now. So he would do that. I'm gonna like roll performance or something to see how well I do.
Yeah, definitely.
17.
Is a Rakdos show performance or intimidation? I'm a little confused about that.
Well, mine's probably both because I'm the torturer. I'm the pain artist. So
It is. I am going to say it is performance, because what you are doing is you are making the action artful.
Mhm.
So it is. You are rolling to perform.
You are stabbing them in just a way that the screams are like a musical instrument.
Oh
much.
yes. Oh, that's
You have
actually
them
a different part
screaming
of it.
"Funky Town."
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Good
so he would
stuff.
do that. He would sleep in the morning. So we have essentially a full day to ourselves.
hmm
A full morning.
Yeah, basically a morning. Yeah. I believe I heard someone say that you're meeting up just past midday.
3 hours past midday.
Okay, so mid afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he would go and get a couple healing potions.
Okay.
And he would, of course, try to intimidate the price down a bit.
Okay. What kind of healing potions is it you are looking for?
Let's let's go with 2 basic and a greater.
Okay.
So I believe it's 50 for basic and 100. No, greater's like insanely expensive.
Yeah, greater are a lot more than.
Yeah, so I'll do 3 basic.
Okay, so they're normally 50. Roll me. Oh, you rolled your intimidation already.
Yep, 13.
Okay.
A 2. I got a 2.
You get them for 45 each rather than 50.
Huh?
So, Zedric, what are you spending the next day doing?
Buying materials to fix my is it sap ball. How
Okay.
much is that? I think I wrote down it wasn't full cost to repair it.
Let me look it up. It's in the document.
Because it isn't completely destroyed. I have it here.
Did you see my message, Casey?
I don't remember. I'm seeing a lot of things, so.
Yeah. The material cost of the is it ball was 50 gold.
Okay. So the cost to repair it is half of that.
Okay, so 25. Right, and by the way, how much gold was it in the pouch that the dude gave us?
200.
200. Split evenly, that's 50. No, that's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, shit.
It's 40 gold each.
Yeah, okay. So what's my goal? 215 plus 40 minus 25. That's 280. And the remaining 280 gold I am gonna post to the family of Porth.
Okay. I will. Okay, yeah. I was actually going to roll to see which one of them was on the list.
Well, I assume that they were. Okay, well, in that case, are they on the list?
Let me just check. Ooh.
That's an old.
James died. Quoth survived, but was quite badly injured.
James was a divorced. I'm not gonna send money to his fucking ex-wife. Yeah, that seems like bad. In that case, I won't send all the money to because it's just injured. I will send 100 gold.
Okay.
So, Casey, can you check if Savess or Isaac was there then?
Uh-huh.
Savess or Isaac, that's both my Isid followers.
Ah.
Oh yeah, and I would spend time fixing the ball, of course, also. Yeah.
Ouch.
No, don't say that.
The first one was, yes. I gave them advantage, and their best roll was still a 3.
So Ryzik was there. Fuck, what the hell was Ryzik doing there, asshole?
Is it things?
Oh yeah, should I see if my Is It follower is dead?
Oh shit, yeah. My hang on. well, Styx shouldn't be in the boiler works, right? Begin
Um,
with.
no, actually, I know where Styx was, and he was not in the boiler
Okay.
works. So.
Okay, that's where
Yeah,
he was.
my is a follower is an artificer.
This is my guy that can literally do anything to magical items.
Yeah. Hey,
I
maybe we
built
could save
him.
them.
Ugh. I built him to deal with magical items.
No, sorry. What was his? Sorry, I might be getting confused. Tell me who your two followers were again.
So I had Rysek, which was Isit wizard.
Mm-hmm.
He was specialized in aberration, hence magical items. Then the other guy, Savez, he was an Isit sorcerer, I believe. I can't remember what I built him as. Yeah, he was the Isit sorcerer. He's a bit crazy. Oh no, he's an artificer. Sorry.
Okay, so the artificer actually would have been the one who was there, um, because of the groups that would have been called in to try to repair the machine.
Ah, don't kill him. He's amazing. Fine, fine.
Yeah, I also see if my Dr. Dorgo is a creator of inventions. That's what he does.
He's a creator. He doesn't. Okay, so I'll.
Yeah,
give
because
him-
what I created him for was to create create the huge torture devices like a crane,
Right. Yeah.
like the
He actually
splitting wheel,
he actually got called in quite late, so he was actually on his way there, but survived.
yay.
He was injured quite badly, but he did
Okay.
survive.
Yeah, he has 21 HP total.
He probably took about 20 damage.
So the artificer, or however you say it, I put a dead behind him so you just know who him is. Okay. Oh, question
Okay.
mark dead.
Yeah, I need
Got
to
it.
finish my followers actually write purpose and Dexter and everything for him. So I haven't done that.
So Zedric, how much
Yeah.
were you sending to the family again?
100 gold. With a note like, sorry.
It's the same type of note that you left when we took the lamp.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I killed him. I didn't.
No. I'm sorry. I gave the lamp away. I should have kept it and saved you ass.
Okay. Velen, did you say what you were doing?
Yeah, nothing to do with this at all. I'm literally just chilling out. Basically, I'm fixing my items, restoring, getting rest. You know, just doing a day, following the Golgari around. Doven.
Okay. Dovin, what are you doing?
I am going to check on my rot farm real quick, make sure nobody's tried to squat there. And then I am going deeper into the Dead Bridge Chasm to speak to probably whoever I would be reporting to at this point.
Okay, would you consider this to be a important report or a normal check-in?